It's Fort Osage at Kearney for the opening night of high school football. I'm Hayden Walter, joined alongside by Nick Westerfield, and tonight we will see Coach Gray's team in action without Jacob Stevens or Garrett Laughlin, two of last year's stars. But they have a good young core in guys like Caden Borchert, Jake Lowry, Carson Frakes, and led by the now junior Ian Acosta. It's Kearney Fort Osage here in Kearney, Missouri, as kickoff has started, bobbled a little bit by Fort Osage as a pack of Bulldogs will bring him down.
Great coverage there on that kickoff, Hayden. You'll love to see an early start by the Bulldogs here on defense.
Yes, great special teams play by Kearney, as that'll bring out the Kearney defense. And this Kearney defense is without Anthony Wadsworth and Corbin Bevan, two key Kearney defenders last year, Nick.
Definitely a big impact from them last year, Hayden, but as you saw, they were new starters last year. Kearney keeps rotating these guys in, and they keep finding success.
Yeah, and Coach Gray mentioned guys like Tucker Studi in the backfield for Kearney stepping up on that defensive end, so it's going to be very interesting to see how he plays tonight.
Well, and he made an impact last year quite a little bit as well.
The fake handoff in the throw to the sideline is going to get Fort Osage about 5 or 6 yards.
Hayden, you can't allow those short gains like that, especially on first down. You'd really like to get a couple early stops.
For sure. So it's going to be second down and I believe about 4. Dawson Minert was on the tackle. The handoff. He's not going anywhere. Great job by that Kearney defensive line.
And that's exactly what you like to see early on, like we talked about, a swarm of Bulldogs on run plays.
Yeah, you do love to see that if you're Coach Gray, coming right out of the gates and just showing what this defense is about. It's 3rd down and 4. Huge play here for both teams because you're trying to get momentum here in the early goings. 3rd down and 4. And there's going to be a flag. See who it's on. Kearney thinks it's on Fort Osage. And it will be. It's going to be a delay of game for the Indians.
Hayden, the Indians just cannot allow those early mistakes, especially of the mental variety, to let them, stall a drive out.
Yeah, those mental errors are going to kill you, especially early on. That turns from a 3rd and 4 to a 3rd down and 9 now, so they're going to have to pick up 5 extra yards. In shotgun, low snap. Finds him over the middle. Let's see if he has the first down. I don't know if he did, Nick. He might have. I'm not sure.
It's a close play. I think he might have it, though, Hayden. And the chains will move.
That was Will Snodgrass on the reception.
Well, and Snodgrass was one of their better receivers last year.
He was. He had a bunch of touchdowns last year, and he's starting the year off good so far.
Well, Hayden, the one thing you can talk about as an added benefit for the Kearney Bulldog defense, they are returning a few starters, guys like Dawson Minert, Andrew Swain, and Tucker Studi got in a bunch last year on defense as well.
And talking to Coach Gray, he mentioned Andrew Swain a lot. He was just so stellar last season. And now as a senior, it's going to be really interesting to see how he develops as a player. The handoff. He's going nowhere again. So 2 handoffs for the Indians that go nowhere. That Kearney defensive line stepping up.
That's exactly what you're looking for, Hayden.
It is indeed. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 Indians.
K-Peck and shotgun. Oh, and the running back went for it. It was like a wildcat play, and he's going to have a first down. So I'm not sure if that's exactly what they wanted to do there, but it worked out for him.
Hayden, I will say early on, just from this first drive, it seems like the center and quarterback have been having a hard time kind of snapping it directionally.
Yeah, they need to be more vocal leaders out there. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 as this drive continues, as Jake K-Peck is leading the Indians on this drive. The handoff going nowhere, actually minus a couple yards. So 3 rushes, Nick, and they probably have -2 to 3 yards.
number 64, Samuel
Yeah,
Bowman.
outside of that first down on that awkward snap, we'll call it.
Oh,
It's
yep.
been all Kearney defensive line.
I don't know if I would call that, I mean, it's a rush, but it was a different style of play. On those just up the middles, Kearney has stopped them every single time. So here we go, 2nd down and 14. Fort Osage on the Kearney 32. The snap, stepping back over to his right. He has Fenner, who has a 1st down and more, brought down by a Kearney, and they think they have the ball. Was he down, though, is the question.
Yeah, you look at that play, tough read by Colin O'Brien. It looks like he may have had a chance to stop that pass, and it's just over his head.
Yeah, and we're going to see the call on the field here. I believe it's going to be Fort Osage ball still. No?
Snodgrass is brought down by Dawson Miner.
Yeah, it's going to be Fort Osage ball still, so a little scare there for the Indians, but they come up with a big play there from Fenner.
Well, you talk about the Kearney run defense so far. They've looked phenomenal, but they just haven't been able to stop the Indians. They've already taken up 4 minutes of game time.
The handoff. He's going to get a good chunk of yards, maybe even a 1st down. Looks like he is going to get that 1st down, Nick.
He's brought down by number 47, Colin O'Brien, and number
It's going to be a little bit short.
Brought down by Colin O'Brien. Another one of those guys stepping up for Coach Gray's team. It's going to be 2nd down and 1, Fort Osage.
Be interested to see what the call is here, Hayden.
Well, let's see. You have any idea of what this could be, Nick?
It looks like it is going to be on Kearney, I believe, and it looks like they've declined it.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 1, Fort Osage. The snap, the handoff, the 1st down. Great execution there by Fort Osage. Kearney knew it was coming, but the Fort Osage running back just powered through that defensive line.
Well, that's a tough one, Hayden, because it's not a bad job defending there by the Kearney defense.
Not
but
at all.
Just in that short yardage situation, it's going to be really hard to get a stop.
So that brings up the 1st down for Fort Osage. The handoff again. And he goes out to his right and is going to be brought down by a pack of Bulldogs.
Fort Osage has looked very determined to really get the ground game running, Hayden.
Yeah, they're trying to get that ground game earlier so they can open up the passing game later in the game. I think that's the strategy on that one.
Well, and I think you'd really be looking for some play-action passes here coming up.
We will see. So it's K-Peck in shotgun. There's going to be a timeout, Kearney.
Timeout, Indian.
And I think, timeout, Fort Osage, excuse me, but I think this might be beneficial towards Kearney. They've been out there for a while on defense. Maybe this gives them a little bit of a breather.
Well, I think it really can be beneficial to both teams. Fort Osage gets to plan something out a little bit here, and Kearney's defense gets a well-needed rest.
Yeah, so 6:27 left here in the 1st quarter. If you're just joining us, Fort Osage started with the ball, and they have drived down all the way to the Kearney 40, around there right now.
Well, and Fort Osage's offense has done a great job wearing out the Kearney defense. At first, those run stops were coming kind of pretty often, I think we can say. But as time goes on, as Kearney's defense gets tired, 5.5 minutes they've been out there now. The run game seems to be breaking out just a little bit, Aiden.
Yeah, and I think as Kearney gets more tired, and as Fort Osage keeps running those runs, that Kearney's eventually just not going to be able to stop it. And I think that's great coaching by the Fort Osage head coach. That's what you got to do against a Kearney team. So it's 2nd down and 8, 6:27 left here in the first quarter. In shotgun is K-Pack. Throws to his right. It's Snodgrass who cuts in, and he's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, and that's what we've talked about a little bit so far, Hayden. You run the ball enough, it's going to open up the passing game, and that's exactly what happened right there. A lot of space. He had a lot of room to run there, Hayden.
Yeah, and that K-Pack to Snodgrass combo is looking deadly early on here. It's going to be 3rd down and 3, a huge play because they're not really in field goal range. The throw over to the side, it's Fenner. Fenner has the first down and more. Fenner keeps going. A huge first down there from Fenner, Lorenzo Fenner.
It's really interesting, Hayden. You don't see sophomores stepping up like Fenner has so far this game, but you're seeing it so far. He is a threat out there.
He is a threat, and Kearney's going to have to be able to contain that threat, Nick, if they want to win this game, because right now he's getting some wide open looks, and he's just dominating out there.
Well, certainly when you can find a good mix of runs and passes, the game's going to open up a little bit more for both sides of the ball.
Just great play calling here so far for Fort Osage. The handoff. It's going to be stopped by Kearney. Maybe a gain of 1.
And that's a really nice stop there by Braxton Breedlove. You don't see kickers hit like that very often, Hayden.
And Braxton Breedlove is a great player. He's the kicker for Kearney, and last year I remember hit about a 50-yarder, on homecoming.
He did, yeah, absolutely. He almost broke Kearney's record. He almost hit a 56-yarder.
Just an amazing kicker and an amazing player in Braxton Breedlove. Kearney's lucky to have him back this year. He's going to be a big part of this team. 4:38 left, 2nd down and 9. The handoff to the right side as he's going to be brought down. He's going to be close to a first down, though. That was Corey Oliveira. So it's going to be 3rd down and short here. What do you think the call is for the Indians, Nick?
Hey, no matter how much pressure Kearney brings up front, I think you have to run the ball here. In a short yardage situation, it's only 3rd and 3. You can find the space you need to get at least the first down marker.
I think it's going to be a run, or I think it's going to be a screen pass to Fenner, because they have not been able to defend that. So we will see here what the Indians do. He's in shotgun. Pass over to the left side, and did he get the first?
It's going to be close. That's a nice stick there by Colin O'Brien, though.
Yeah, great hit by O'Brien. We'll see if it's a first down. It is not. It is a 4th down. What do you do here, Nick?
Oh, you got to go for it. You got to go for it here, Hayden. First drive of the season. If you can put some points on the board, you always love the aspect of that. 3-0 sounds good right now, but you know what sounds even better, Hayden? A 7-0.
Well, we'll see if Fort Osage can do it. They've made it this far down the field. We'll see if they can get in the end zone. Huge play. Crowd going wild here in Kearney. K-Peck in shotgun. Here it is. It's a handoff. And did he get it? I don't think he did.
I don't think he has it, Hayden. Can we talk about the impact that a crowd like this, even though it's very limited, has on a play like that? They've given the ball to Kearney.
Yeah, that crowd was really into it there, and a great job by the Kearney defense. You know, they bended, but they did not break. When it came down to the huge 4th and 2, they did not break, and they will take over here at about the 9-yard line.
And that's very important, Hayden. Bend, don't break offenses, or defenses, are always a great idea. But later in on the game, you keep getting worn down. Those breaks happen a little bit more often. I'd like to see Kearney next time out there on defense make a little bit more of an earlier stop.
Well, we'll see if they do that. I'm sure Coach Gray is going to talk to them about some things that they can do. About some things they can change up on the defensive side. They looked good, but they did let Fort Osage go down to their 20. There's 3:06 left here in the first quarter, but Kearney made the big stop when they had to.
Well, and that's another really important thing, and we talked about it a few times. 9 minutes of offense there, that'll really get the defense worn out. That's exactly why you'd like to see a quick stop next time out.
Yeah, quick stop, and Kearney hopefully has a long drive here to give that defense some extra rest.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be Ian Acosta leading that offense. He has a new number. He was number 15 last year. He's changed to number 5.
Well, Hayden, I'm interested to see if Patrick Mahomes kind of takes a similar route.
He might. You know, tomorrow you might get that Bleacher Report alert that Patrick Mahomes is now number 5. So we'll see on that.
I wonder how the jersey sales will be impacted by that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to go way up. But here is Acosta. He had a very good last year. He's going to see if he can improve upon it. The handoff. And a huge run. A huge run for the first play of this season by Caden Borchert.
Well, Hayden, we saw Caden Borchert in the Jamboree last year, and he looked really great. Couldn't really find the field because of Garrett Laughlin, who was a great player. Just really couldn't find the field. He finds it finally and breaks out a huge run.
Yeah, a huge run and a great way to start the drive for Kearney. And that was kind of one of the things I was worried about is what is this offense going to be like without Garrett Laughlin? First play out of the gates, they show they don't need him. And another run. This time, Acosta.
Well, you know, Hayden, last year in the last game of the season against Smithville, unfortunately a 60-45 loss. Ian Acosta looked great on the ground, had over 180 yards and 2 scores.
Yeah, and towards the end of that game, he looked unstoppable, Nick. I wasn't there, but from everything I've heard, he looked absolutely unstoppable, and we'll see if he can carry that into this season. I know Coach Gray told me he had a great summer camp.
As someone who was there in first person, I can tell you he was making some unreal throws that you just didn't expect to see, and that's no disrespect to him. They were just pro-level throws.
And under 2 minutes now here in the first quarter, it's 0-0. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 for Kearney. I imagine we're going to see Acosta's arm in action here on this play.
Well, yeah, his arm's not something he necessarily got to show off last year. I'll be interested to see what he does here. He did run the ball a lot last year.
We'll see. Here it is. Ian Acosta in shotgun, and I think they have the Indians offside. They do.
Yeah, hey, that'll make for a much more manageable 3rd down. 3rd and 6s, it's a mid-range 3rd down, but you certainly don't want it. 3rd and 1, now you can run the ball straight up the middle. A lot of times you're going to get that.
Yeah, especially with a guy like Borchert, you know, a bigger back can kind of power through and get those shorter first downs. So a 3rd and 6 turns into a 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs.
Hey, and that's a short one, too.
Yeah, it's probably more like 3rd and inches. And it's Acosta who takes it. And he's got the first down and more. First down Kearney at the K.
Quite a bit more, Hayden. What a great play design there by Caleb Diefenbach.
Diefenbach, a great offensive coordinator and even a greater guy, Nick.
He is a great guy, Hayden.
Under a minute to play, 0-0. Kearney at midfield. Or near midfield.
Really close.
Yeah.
Just 5 yards off.
Acosta, the handoff to Borchert. He's going to get a yard or 2.
Another nice run stop there by Fort Osage. Obviously, Borchert broke up for a few yards at least on that first run, but a couple back-to-back stops now by the Fort Osage defense. You like to see that. They got some big guys up front.
They do, and, you know, I wondered how they would contain him after that first huge run by Borchert, and they've done a very good job so far. So I wonder if Kearney is going to just let this clock tick down. Looks like they will.
Well, you got to think that's almost a smart move by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, give
really
that
get them even more rest, right?
Yeah, more rest for the defense. Smart play by Coach Gray. So this first quarter is over. Kearney and Fort Osage tied at 0.
And I gotta say, Hayden, that first quarter, the first quarter of real football in just a little bit of time, went by super fast. I'm hoping it doesn't run away from us.
I don't think it's going to run away from us. This game is far from over, and it's already looking like a great game. Maybe a defensive battle, who knows?
You'd love to see that, especially after Kearney's last game of the season was 105 combined points.
Yeah, not a defensive battle in that one, but this one knotted at 0 at the end of 1.
Well, and Hayden, I want to talk about just, I guess, the overhaul of wide receivers. Just, we obviously see that Caden Borchard is capable of making an impact so far. Couple new wide receivers in the mix there. No Jacob Stevens, no Carson Adams.
Yeah, and no Trevor Fritz, too, who is a big Z-slot receiver for Caleb Diefenbach's offense. And it's going to be huge, Filling in for Jacob Stevens is going to be the now senior Carson Frakes, who has to make a huge impact. He was really good last year, but now he has to be great without Jacob Stevens.
Well, and that's going to be a really hard thing to do. Carson Frakes is a good wide receiver, no doubt about that. But Jacob Stevens, he was a game changer.
He was a game changer. So many Kearney broken records by Jacob Stevens, and now he is going to Washburn University. We wish him the best of luck there. We know he's going to do a great job.
Absolutely, Hayden.
And he just had a phenomenal career at Kearney. He really did. Just record after record, game domination after game domination was Jacob Stevens. So we'll see how the new wide receivers are here in Kearney. Acosta in shotgun, the handoff again to Borchert, and he's got another big run. Caden Borchert dominating this drive.
Absolutely. Obviously, Garrett Laughlin will be missed, but if we can get some more of that, Hayden, I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah, I think they're going to be just fine. Caden Borchert taking some inspiration from Garrett Laughlin on that run. So that's going to bring up a 1st down and 10 for Kearney. Acosta fakes the handoff, rolls off to his right, looking downfield. He doesn't have anyone, and he's going to be pulled out of bounds. What a play from the Indians' defense.
Hayden, I'm wondering, why didn't Ian just kind of toss the ball out of bounds once he got close to that sideline? I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he thought he could probably run, get a couple yards, but he just doesn't. A great play by the Indians' defense, I think, is what it comes down to. But that's a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, they closed in fast, Hayden.
They did indeed. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 18. Do you run it here? Do you do a long pass, maybe a screen? What do you do here, Nick?
You got to get something going, Hayden. Obviously, a loss of 8 on 1st down isn't exactly what they were looking for. You can't let this drive stall out, especially after a couple big runs by Borchert.
And the run to the left, it was a fake. A great play call.
Yeah.
That was number 21, Luke Nolan.
Now that's interesting, Hayden, because we haven't seen that from the Bulldogs in recent years. That's a double reverse.
Double
or
reverse,
I guess double pitch, if you will. We didn't see anything like that last year. Unfortunately, it only winds up being a gain of 5. But I think you use more of that. That's kind of a stepping stone, right, to more and more trickery.
Oh yeah, when you bring trickery into this Bulldog offense is going to be extremely dangerous, Nick. 3rd down and 13. Acosta stepping back, looks to throw over the middle. He had Nolan, but just dropped.
And that's a tough one right there, Hayden. I'll be really interested to see what they do right around midfield here. I think you could go for it potentially.
And they aren't bringing the punter out, so it does look like Kearney's going to go for it. So Fort Osage went for it, and now Kearney's going for it.
Don't be surprised if you see a pooch punt here by Acosta, though we did see some of that last year.
So a 4th down and 13. Here we go. Offside again. It's going to bring up a more manageable 4th down.
That'll help, Hayden. That'll help.
That'll help. 2 costly mental errors there on this drive for the Fort Osage defense, giving Kearney some extra yards. .38 left here in the 2nd quarter. It's knotted up at 0.
Hayden, we haven't talked yet about how the Bulldogs are sporting some new helmets.
Yeah, those look pretty clean, Nick.
You like the double stripe there? That is fantastic.
I do. I love it. With those black uniforms, just a great combination for
Oh,
Kearney.
they work awesome there. You know, they continue to bring out new and new, you know, the decals are switching around, the stripes maybe, you know. It's really cool. I think they really take pride in how they look out there as well.
Kearney, the new Oregon question mark?
That's a bold statement there, Hayden, but I think they would love to hear that.
Just a great job by whoever designs these uniforms. You know, they look just very clean and fresh out there. So, it's going to bring up a 4th down and 8. What is the play call here?
I think you still got to go through the air, Hayden. 4th and 8, it's not a, you know, you can't just gain 8 yards on any run play. You're going to have to call something up here. Coach Diefenbach's really going to have to be working, on that sideline. I think you go through the air here, but I'm not exactly, and they might be punting.
It does look like they changed their mind after that timeout. They are punting. Probably the smarter call.
Although you get there on Fort Osage's 40-yard line, deep pass kind of does the same thing, right?
I mean, yeah, Coach Gray eventually opts with the punt, though. Here's the punt. It's a good one. But it's going to go into the end zone, so Fort Osage will get it at the 20.
Yeah, tough hop there. I think you'd really like to get some backspin, just not able to get the right placement, and unfortunately you get the touchback. That drive kind of stalls out. What can they do next time to make sure that they really push through, Aiden?
You know, I think more passes. I think more passes from the Kearney offense will get them that extra step that they need to get in the end zone and get some points.
You'd certainly like to see them move it. I'm interested to see what the Kearney defense does here, if they can keep up what they were doing after that long rest.
Yeah, Kearney offense gave them a great deal of time to rest. So this Kearney defense is going out there at full strength now. First down and 10, Fort Osage. The flip over to the left-handed side. He's going to get a couple of yards. Good job on the defense for Kearney.
Oh, Fort Osage really able to grind out those last couple of yards, though. You really like the effort on the end of the play.
Effort, such a huge thing in this game of football. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. We're nearing 10 minutes left till halftime. In shotgun, it's fumbled. It's fumbled, and Kearney is on it, I believe. I think the Bulldogs have the football, Nick.
There it is, Aiden. That is a game-changing play. They're down in the dumps. Oh, no, we had to punt. All of a sudden, the defense gives you the ball at the 30-yard line.
Just a great job by the Kearney defense. They got a bit of luck with the snap, but a great job just jumping on that football and forcing the turnover. So now Kearney's going to get the ball at the Fort Osage 20, a huge turn of events, and I think a game-changing play, like you said, Nick.
Absolutely, and you gotta love the awareness of the Kearney defensive line there.
The D-line has just been spectacular tonight. They really have.
Well, they got a few good mentors last year. I think they've really done a great job taking the next step, though, Hayden.
Oh, yeah, they worked very hard on that defensive line this summer camp, and it is showing to work. Acosta running to the sidelines. He's going to get 4 or 5.
That was a really interesting play call there, Aiden. Did you see that?
Yeah, who caught the snap?
I think it was Minor. Wow.
And then the handoff to Acosta. That's a beautiful play design. We're seeing some new plays from this Kearney offense, and I love it.
Diefenbach really reaching into his bag for that one. You love the creativity in the play calling so far, Hayden.
You really do. And, last year's offense was more basic. There's nothing wrong with that. But this year's offense is just so much more creative, as Borchert runs it up the middle.
And same thing on that play there, Hayden. Dawson Minert taking the snap again.
Is Dawson Minert at quarterback?
Now it's more of and Ian Acosta running off the field now. You wonder if maybe he's banged up. Dawson Minard is in the game at quarterback.
Dawson Minard in at quarterback, and I know when I talked to Coach Gray earlier this week, he said Minard would be getting some playing time. So I don't think Acosta is injured, hopefully not, but it looks like they're just giving Minard some playing time, and it looks like these QBs might switch back and forth.
Well, certainly an interesting technique. They're two different styles of quarterbacks, so you'd really like to see how that plays into the play calling going down and down the stretch.
Oh yeah, it's gonna the defenses are gonna be very confused on what to do. It's gonna be 3rd down and 3 now. A couple yards on that play as Ian Acosta comes into the game for the Bulldogs, and I think what it looks like is on the plays that they're running, that it's a run play, it's Minard, but on the passing plays, it's Acosta, is what it seems like.
It could be. You'd think that the offense wouldn't like to necessarily telegraph that. Minard did hand off the ball to Acosta on his first play in.
So Ian Acosta back in the game. Under center, the handoff to Borchert, who's had an amazing game. Breaks free a little, not enough though. He gets the first down. That was a 4th down and 1 too, Nick. A huge play. Kearney could have kicked the field goal there. They decided to go for it on a risky move, and they get it. They didn't go for it on 4th down the first time, but I think that's a good call.
Oh, I think that's a great call, Hayden. You really like the aggressiveness from Josh Gray so far tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the aggressiveness, you have to. Fort Osage, a class up from you. You got to get the early lead. You just have to. And Coach Gray realizes that, and he's utilized his aggressiveness tonight. So 1st down and goal, Kearney. The handoff.
Man.
The touchdown. Caden Borchert, have yourself a night already.
Really nice play there, Hayden. It's Luke Noland in on the score. It's a double fake.
Well, I guess they faked me out there.
Faked the handoff to Borchert, turns right around, gives it straight back to Noland. Again, Hayden just reaching into the bag.
They faked me out there, Nick. I'm not going to lie, they faked me out.
I think they faked everyone out a little bit there, Hayden.
What a play call.
Terrific. And you can't undersell the fake that Ian Acosta put out there. I mean, really, a great job. It doesn't seem like something that would be, oh, man.
And they're going for 2.
What is going on here?
So some more trickery. Doesn't work out this time. But Kearney is up 6-0, and you love to see it.
Well, in last season, Hayden, we saw that formation of pretty much every time they'd kick the ball, kick an extra point, and the left side of the field would shift back over and get into a normal kick. Really interesting decision there. You had a lot of the defense lined up over there. It didn't seem to work out this time, Hayden, but still a really cool play call. And, of course, the touchdown. What a run by Luke Nolan.
Yeah, it's not Caden Borchert, so I apologize for that mistake, but it was Luke Noland with a great play and a better call.
Really, really good job there by the Kearney offense, capitalizing on the great field positioning they got from the defense. You really like to see an early lead against, like you said, a Class 5 opponent.
Yeah, and I think so far the play of the game is that fumble.
Absolutely. All the momentum shifts over to Kearney's side. Fort Osage gets a big stop at the 15-yard line, I believe. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, man, Fort Osage, they might be able to capitalize. They turn the ball right back over. Kearney is the one capitalizing. 6-0 now for the Bulldogs.
The entire amount of momentum is on the Kearney Bulldogs side right now. After the fumble, after all the trickery, after the touchdown by Nolan, it's just all Kearney right now, momentum-wise.
Oh, absolutely, and you'd like to see a big stop here by the Bulldogs once again if they can get that. If they can get the defensive line going once again. Hayden, I think this one might be all the way down to the wire.
Oh, yeah, this one's going down to the wire, Nick. 2 great football teams playing out tonight, and we're just so lucky to be able to watch this game and be here. People didn't know if football was going to be a thing this season. It is, and Kearney's up 6-0.
Give it up for your 2020 Kearney Golden Girls.
But yeah, people didn't know if this season would be a thing. We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Obviously, you get the limited crowd, which is interesting. Everyone's required to wear face masks. It's really telling of what, where we are in this country right now. Just because you'd think something as simple as high school football, maybe they'd be a little bit more lenient. No, they're really hammering down on that, and I think that's a really important step.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing as this kickoff return. Oh my goodness, he might be gone. He is keeping on going. The 20, the 15, 10, 5, the hand is up. He jumps into the end zone. Touchdown, Fort Osage.
There's Finner again, Hayden. You saw him on the offensive side of the ball catching passes. Now he's returning kicks to the end zone. And it's one of those things you can't, it's again a mental mistake. You can't allow something like that to slip through the cracks.
Yeah, Lorenzo Finner, the speed on this kid. The speed. Just absolutely amazing, and he's a sophomore.
Hayden, if he was all speed, that would be one thing, but the size as well. As a sophomore, he's already at 6 foot tall. It's a really interesting prospect to look forward towards.
That's a good point. Speed and size for Finner. He's going to be a superstar. And we talked about Kearney having all the momentum. It just flipped on its head like that. Here's the extra point. It is up and good, and Fort Osage has the lead. It's 7-6 Indians with 7:25 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, Kyle Gross, a junior from the soccer team, they're able to lure him over to the football team to kick some extra points.
And you see that trend a lot. You know, soccer players as kickers. You see that trend a decent amount nowadays.
Well, and the Bulldogs tried to go that route last year. They had Parker Snyder in. They had Luis Garcia in. Parker Snyder in as well. Right. Then you turn over to,
Breedlove.
Braxton Breedlove, excuse me. And he's no soccer experience. He's able to, start kicking for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's just talent from Breedlove, but we got to go back and talk about that Fenner play. Just gets loose a couple of times, and the speed takes him the rest of the way. What were your thoughts on that play, Nick?
Oh, man, you talk about the breakaway speed. Golly, man. There's a couple times like, it's going to get, it's a big return. He's going to get brought down here. Oh, no, he ran right past him.
He ran right past them all, Nick, as Fort Osage is up 7-6. We talked about the biggest play of the game was that fumble. Well, now it's the Finner play.
Right, well, and momentum is a real thing in football, and Kearney's starting to, Kearney's really getting on, momentum's on their side. All of a sudden, flips right back, like you said.
Yeah, it flipped on its head, the momentum, and you can feel it in the crowd. It was so alive, and now it's just dead.
Oh, there is something to be said about how deflating a kickoff return touchdown can be, Hayden. And that's the thing. They're not supposed to happen. You talk about those mistakes, a couple people miss, they don't hit their assignment. All of a sudden, touchdown that shouldn't have happened, right? It is so deflating sometimes. Fort Osage obviously able to take advantage of it. I can tell you one thing. Their side, they're not deflated at all.
No, it doesn't look like it. But Kearney receiving some of their own medicine last year. Kearney was the king of kickoff returns with Jacob Stevens.
Absolutely. He was we could talk all day about Jacob Stevens. He was a monster last year.
He really was. But this team is going to have to work without Jacob Stevens, and they look so far so good.
Set to go for the Indians, number 98, Kyle Gross.
Kyle Gross with the kickoff. 2 men back for the Bulldogs. The kickoff. And it's a shorter one, caught at about the 17. And the kick return, not a touchdown this time.
Not a touchdown, Hayden, but you'd really like to see Kearney's offense get it going again, right?
Oh, yeah, you definitely want to counter that momentum that Fort Osage just got, and you want to put some points on the board here this drive if you're the Bulldogs.
What happened to Ariana?
So it's going to be first down and 10 Kearney at about the 22-yard line. That was KJ Smith on the kickoff return. So here comes Audi Inacosta and the Bulldog offense. I'd like to see Carson Frakes get involved. He's the guy we mentioned at the start of the game that needs to step up. We haven't seen that so far.
Yeah, not a lot of passing opportunities so far from this Bulldog offense.
Which they haven't really needed to pass. Borchard, he's been so dominant.
Oh, Borchard's been a threat so far, Hayden. And that's the one thing. When you're running the ball well, you don't really need the passing game to get going.
Yeah, don't fix something that's working, you know? I mean, you keep doing what you're doing. They haven't been able to stop it, so keep doing it.
So Caden Borchard's helmet came off that play, so he's going to be off the field for this one.
So I'm guessing with Borchard off the field, it's going to be a pass. Acosta rolls out to his left. It is a pass to Frakes. Drop. Wow. Both passing plays for the Bulldogs have been dropped.
Certainly not something you'd like to see, especially in the first game of the season, but those things can be worked on, obviously. I think not having Caden Borchard on the field hurts a little bit.
I think what's most important there on the drop passes is they've both been good passes, which is a good sign because,
absolutely,
you know, guys like Frakes and that, they might drop one, but they're not going to drop many. You just want good passes from Acosta, and we've seen that tonight.
Oh, 100% Aiden.
So that brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Bulldogs. They wouldn't like to go 3 and out here. Fort Osage would like them to do exactly that. We'll see what happens. Acosta in shotgun. It's a low snap. He's going to have to take it himself. He's not going to get anything. Great job by Fort Osage. A little bit of a bad snap helped him out, but it's going to be 4th down.
Really rough there, Hayden. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out ever. But when you just allowed a kickoff return touchdown and, you know, it's due to a low snap, it kind of adds insult to injury, right?
Oh yeah, it definitely does. Just all the momentum on Fort Osage's side right now. We talk about momentum, but momentum is so important in football, like you said earlier. So here's the punt. It's Acosta.
He's going to need to get a big one off here.
And it looks like he did get a good one. The fair catch by, that's number 11, Christine Pernemont.
Yeah, you know, when you're punting from that deep in your, in your own territory, field position at the 30 is not a bad job by the punt team at all, Hayden.
No, not at all. A great punt by Ian Acosta for how far they were back, you know. And there's under 6 minutes to play now. It's 7-6 Fort Osage. It's been a great game so far, Nick.
Well, and you know, Hayden, with just 6 minutes left, a little bit under 6 minutes that is, I think Fort Osage is really going to have to start opening up the aerial attack. You know, you can't, their first drive, if they do anything like that, they may run out of time. It took up 9 minutes of game clock last time out, last time they were, or I guess 2 times ago because they had the fumble on the first snap, their second drive.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if they open that up with K-Peck, and they do. The pass down the field. A great play there from Fort Osage. It's Zach Domansky.
And that is a big kid running at you, Hayden. I do not want to be out there.
Luckily, we're in the booth and not down there, as he looks like a menace out there.
Oh, I think we're safe up here.
Maybe. I don't know.
Don't speak too soon, I guess, right?
Yeah, but a great first down. We were talking about they need to open up the passing game. They do. I think they were listening to you, maybe.
Probably.
Fort Osage gets a huge first down, and now they're near midfield. Another bad snap, as that could have turned ugly real quick. But Domansky jumps right on the ball.
Well, and K-Pick, a couple things about K-Pick in here. Last play, great throw. Okay, you can't talk enough about how important it is to get a direct throw, especially in high school football, because those drops can be a little bit more common, right? So when you get a throw right on the money, Hayden, so important. Second play, he has to, or it's my second thing, I guess. He's got to do a better job here fielding those snaps because that was right at his hands, and he's had some trouble with it.
Yeah, indeed, and another great throw.
That's a nice catch there by Snodgrass.
Will Snodgrass. Yeah, Snodgrass has had a great night so far, but back-to-back, well, not back-to-back, but 2 throws in a row that have been very good from K-Peck. Looks like he is getting things going, and because, they only have 5 minutes. They got to work down the field fast, and K-Peck is showing he can be a very good quarterback.
Oh, no, absolutely, and it's really important to have somebody who can move the ball down the field, especially through the air in these late, kind of towards the end of the quarter situations.
And Fort Osage will get the first down. A great call, a great scheme there from the Indians as they get the first down.
A really nice run there by Snodgrass, but Kearney's defense has to do a better job closing in on those plays if they want to win tonight.
Yes, indeed, Nick. As we are nearing 4 minutes, it's 7-6. Fort Osage, first down and 10 Indians as they are in Kearney territory at the Kearney 31. It's first down and 10. All right, here we go. K-Peck in shotgun. The handoff. So he's going to get a couple yards there. That was Corey Olvera.
Hayden, this is really where Fort Osage can open up their offense back again, especially after a couple big plays through the air and that really nice run there by Snodgrass. Fort Osage still 2 timeouts, basically 3 because they have the 2-minute warning. It's really important that they don't get one-dimensional here.
Yeah, I totally agree. They need to mix up the play calls. You know, you got 3 minutes to work with. You know, you have time to run the football a couple of times, but I'd like to also see some passes, you know, mix it up.
Well, when you're back on the 30, it's really important to get up the field quick, right?
Right.
But once you're here, I think you have some room to kind of do what you will. Back-to-back run plays now.
Yeah, you do because you're in field goal range, too, so you don't have to get that touchdown. Kyle Mitkiff on the stop there. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Huge play right here. Will the Bulldog defense stop the Fort Osage offense and force them to kick a field goal?
I think Fort Osage is going to take their time here.
We will see. K-Peck in shotgun. Steps back, rolls out to his left, fakes a Kearney defender, and he's going to be brought down by number 6, Braxton Breedlove. An amazing play. K-Peck just couldn't find an opening or an open wide receiver there.
Now, Breedlove was really working on the left tackle there, Hayden. You know, he's not the biggest guy, so being able to beat a left tackle right there is huge, especially on a 3rd down.
Just an amazing play, and the Kearney defense steps up again when they have to.
Hayden, what do you do if you're Fort Osage here? Do you go for it? Or do you try? I mean, you're probably out of field goal range, right? I mean, it's probably a 47-yard field goal from here. Probably out of range there, right, unless you have Braxton Breedlove.
Yeah.
So 4th and 9, you probably go for it here, right?
You know, I'm sure they're asking the same questions over there right now.
Right.
I would say field goal if it was a little closer because, you know, you would be up by 4, not 3, because Kearney went for 2. But in this situation where you're so far back, I think you go for it. Yeah, I mean, you have to. But
I'm wondering, is the clock
I was
supposed
about
to
to
be
say.
running?
I was about to say,
Certainly that's supposed to be stopped, right?
I believe so, and I think Fort Osage is going to get those seconds back.
There you go. I was saying, there's no way they're just going to run this thing out, right?
I was looking at that, and I was like, is it supposed to be like that? So 2 minutes, 3 seconds left. Fort Osage, 4th down and 9. Huge play here. They decide to go for it. Fourth down and 9. Here we go. K-Peck in shotgun. A huge play coming up right here, right now. K-Peck goes over to his right side and broken up by the Kearney defense.
A really nice job there by John Timchak.
Timchak with a huge play. Breaking it up on 4th down and 9, and now Kearney will have a chance to score before the half.
Well, and I'll say this, Hayden, if he was able to hold on to that, he had nothing but green grass right in front of him.
Oh, and he was so close to making that catch too, Nick. So close, but he breaks it up. That's the important thing. Kearney will take over.
Starting out here at the 30, Hayden, obviously you're going to try and get the passing game going a little bit. Who do you think they're targeting?
You know, I think Carson Frakes, with that speed, I think they're targeting him downfield. Because you can't run in this situation, right? You gotta pass.
Kearney does have 1 timeout left, for what it's worth.
Here's Acosta downfield, and that might be a passing interference. It is. Yep. Well, good call there.
That's big because I don't think that's a completed pass, even if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Really good opportunity here for the Bulldogs, especially on a long pass interference like that.
Yeah, so Kearney's going to get 15 yards.
I'm thinking they might put it at the spot of the foul.
I believe you're right.
Pass interference called against Fort Osage. The intended receiver was number 13, Joe Marshall.
So either way, first down Kearney, a huge call that goes the Bulldogs' way. 1:52 left in the half. Bulldogs down by 1. We'll try to get some points up here before the half.
Got a little bit under 2 minutes here, Hayden. Pretty good field position here at the 45. I think you might be able to see a couple runs here on this drive.
Yeah, with that timeout, I think you're right there.
Especially, I mean, if you think it's the right play, I mean, if you got something there, Hayden, you got to run it, right?
Yeah, I think definitely, yeah, especially with Borchard, you never say no to a running play if you have Caden Borchard. From what we've seen from him so far, he has been absolutely dynamic. So we'll see what the Bulldogs do here. 1:52 left. First down and 10. Acosta rolling out to his right. He had Frakes downfield, but incomplete.
Yeah, tough spot right there, and they really do target those sideline throws. I just don't know how much you can do that, especially, when you're down a point. You're by no means scrambling, right? You're not worrying right now, right? But I just don't know how much you go after the sideline right there. At least not on that kind of play.
Yeah, I would wait a little longer for the sideline passes because you have that timeout. So, I mean, it doesn't make too much sense, but, I mean, I also get it. You got a huge chunk of field left to go.
Oh, absolutely.
Here is Acosta. Looking downfield, has Frakes. Bobbled, but caught. So Frakes almost dropped it, but he comes down with it. And a great play by Acosta to Frakes. We'll get the first down, Kearney.
No, really nice play there by the Bulldogs, but you don't have time to celebrate. You got to keep going.
Yeah, you got to keep rolling as the clock is rolling in itself. First down and 10, Kearney. And they do a handoff to Borchert, a good play. He's going to get about 5.
Well, and it's also worth noting, Hayden, that the clock does stop once you get that first down until you get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a good point, and Kearney needs to utilize that. So it's going to be 2nd and 5, Kearney. Clock winding down, 1:08. Acosta rolling to his right. Looking downfield. Has a man caught by Frakes, maybe. Yes, it is caught. A first down by Kearney.
Yeah, nice,
and they're doing this
catch
2-minute
there.
drill just amazing.
No, they've done a really good job opening up the game through the air, Hayden. I don't know how much more you can really, there's obviously something to be said about attacking the sideline, but at some point you got to go, through the middle, right? I mean, you can't really afford to keep going towards the sideline. It hasn't necessarily worked out super well for them.
Well, with under a minute now, I think you might have to go sideline.
Well, and that's the thing. Obviously, you're battling the clock here.
So we'll see what they do. Fakes the handoff. It's Acosta, and he's going to be brought down.
Yeah, you got to use your timeout there.
Yardage. What was that, Nick?
I think you got to use your timeout here. And they have, yeah.
Yep. Timeout Kearney. So it's going to be 2nd down and 11 for him.
No, really good play call right there, Hayden. I really like the idea of it. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. I think now, especially when you've got a little bit under 30 seconds, right? I think you have 29 seconds on the clock. I think you got to go to the, towards the sideline now.
Yeah, definitely sideline is the move. Maybe 1 or 2 big plays over the middle, but you got to get that first down first.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I think if you're kind of in a position where you got 2 shots to get to the end zone, maybe you target the middle, you definitely don't want the clock to be running though in this situation.
I think another thing to think about here is just get in field goal range.
That's true. We haven't even really thought about that. Braxton Breedlove does have a heck of a leg.
He really does, and Kearney down by 1. They get a field goal. They're up by 2 going into half, and Kearney would receive the ball in the 3rd quarter. So I think Coach Gray's thinking probably here with Braxton's leg, you don't have to score a touchdown.
Oh,
you just got to get close
enough.
enough.
If you can go into the second half with the lead, Hayden, I think that's a big win, especially against a team like Fort Osage.
Oh, yeah. Fort Osage up a conference, so, I mean, even if Kearney loses this game, they are playing phenomenal, and that's what you love to see. They're playing
absolutely
hard.
Well, and certainly last year there were things, some things here and there where you say, oh, maybe they could improve on that. I think right now, Hayden, they've done a really impressive job kind of ironing out all the small things.
Yeah, they've looked great so far. Even though they're down a point, they've looked great. Offensively, defensively. Fort Osage took a bunch of time off the clock, so that's why they only have 6 points. But, I mean, 2 of the 3 drives, they've driven down the field.
Some movement on the line there. That's gonna be an offsides.
The 3rd offsides for the Indians. Those mental errors, they're just really killing Fort Osage right now.
No, and you could see it right after it happened. I mean, Stephen Gabb was very frustrated with himself for jumping there, and rightfully so. It's, we talk about the small things with Kearney. Fort Osage has really got to get this issue figured out, and I'm sure they're going to hear a mouthful from it.
3rd down and 8. Acosta over the middle, almost caught there by Nolan.
No, really good throw there by Acosta. It's obviously tough that it wasn't complete, but that's a really nice throw by Acosta. I think that's something to build off of.
Oh, yeah, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And are they going for it?
I think from here you go for it, Hayden.
I mean, I think with Breedlove's leg, I think you could put up 3 here.
Oh, it's 3rd down, Hayden.
Oh, it's 3rd down. My bad.
So let's see what happens.
Acosta rolling to his right. He's got the 1st down. A little flip there at the end, and you love to see it. That was Darren Langford on the reception. They get the 1st down. We don't even have to think about 4th down.
I think they would prefer that, right?
Yes.
Really nice acrobatic finish there, by the way, towards the end.
And most important thing there, Nick, he gets out of bounds.
Hayden, I think you got time for at least 2, right? 2 more shots towards the end zone?
Yeah, 2 or 3, I think. You could also go to the sideline a couple of times and just get a little bit closer, and then maybe even... I wouldn't risk running it in. I was going to say run it in, but no. Here's Acosta. Over the middle. It's caught.
Oh, that's a tough one, Hayden. I think they're going to get the stoppage up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're going to have to hurry. 10 seconds here. It's going to be a 1st down. I expect a spike here. Acosta needs to snap it. And there's going to be a flag. Is it on? I believe it might be on Kearney.
False start, yep.
False start, yeah. They didn't really know what to do there. They kind of panicked. They went into panic mode. And that happened.
That's certainly something that can happen, especially when you're in these, you're late and the half's about to end, right? So there can be some panic that sets in here. Braxton Breedlove's going to get the kickoff here.
Yep, here's Braxton Breedlove. Will he give Kearney the lead? Fort Osage ices him.
Now, I'm not sure what that is, Hayden. I think the clock should stop after a penalty, right?
I don't know what. Yeah, that's the end of the first half. Time expired. I thought Fort Osage called a timeout to ice him, but no. The clock hit 0. So at the end of 2 quarters, it's 7-6 Fort Osage. Kearney's looked good so far. Fort Osage has looked good so far. A defensive battle here in Kearney. I'm Hayden Walter, joined alongside by Nick Westerfield. We'll be right back with you for the second half of football. It's 7-6 Fort Osage. And we are back. Kearney and Fort Osage. Fort Osage is up 7-6 at half. And that half ended kind of on a weird note, Nick.
Yeah, I think so. I think the kicking unit must have thought that penalty would kill the clock. Unfortunately, it's an offensive penalty. Clock runs out, right? So not enough time to kick the field goal. Excuse me. I think you had a nice drive there, though. I think if you had any momentum, it's on your side right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the long kickoff return touchdown hurt, but right now I think things are looking good for Kearney, especially just being down 1 point to a Class 5 opponent. I think if you told a lot of people that they'd be this close, I think they'd be pretty content with that, right? And now they're looking like they have a chance to win. So I think a really good first half of football. Definitely a good defensive battle, right? So, it'll be cool to see what happens this second half. We finally have those Friday night lights, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's amazing just to have football back. Kearney will receive the third quarter kickoff. So Kearney's going to get the ball, and that offense, they only have 6 points, but it's looked pretty good so far. Acosta's looked good. Caden Borcher, he has been dominant, Nick.
Oh, man, he's been fantastic, right?
He really has a couple big runs up the middle. We thought he had a touchdown for a second. It was actually Nolan. Kearney with a good trick on that.
Right.
Good trick play there.
No, really well-designed play there, Hayden. I think you can't talk enough about how well Ian Acosta, sold that fake, right?
Yeah, I mean, just amazing. We're seeing a lot of trick plays from Kearney tonight so far, something we didn't see last year at all. It's a whole new ball game for Kearney as their offense has just opened up to amazing new possibilities, Nick.
No, and I think you'll see, especially the second half as nerves kind of start to go away, you might see Kearney continue to open it up even more.
Yeah, I totally agree with that statement. I think they're going to do more of what they did in the first half. It worked, so they're going to keep doing it. A minute till we go to the second half. Kearney will receive the ball, like I said. And another thing that's been amazing is that Kearney defense, only allowing 7 to Fort Osage.
No, and that's, the front seven have been phenomenal, Hayden. It's really, you can't talk enough about how great they've played so far tonight.
Yeah, that defensive line is stellar for the Bulldogs. We'll see what they do in the second half. Expect more of the same. They have stopped the run all night. One thing that opened up for the Fort Osage offense towards the end of that first half was number 5, Jacob Capek. He looked phenomenal towards the end of that first half.
Oh, absolutely. The precision passing was just on fire for Capek.
Yeah, we'll see more from Capek, I'm sure, here in the second half. We talked about how they would kind of rush at the start, and then that would open up the passing game. It did, so I expect more passing from Capek here in the second half. As we are getting ready here for kickoff, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Second half, Kearney, Fort Osage, it's 7-6, Fort Osage.
Hayden, again, those uniforms are just so nice.
So nice, Nick.
So
they would look nicer with a W.
That's fair. I think everybody would agree with that, at least in Kearney, right?
Yeah. Well, Kearney hopes to get that first win of the season here tonight. Can they do it? We'll find out this half as the second half kicks off right now. Kicking is number 90.
Starting the second half, number 98.
Number 98.
Kyle Gross.
Kyle Gross. And it's a good kick. Returned by the Bulldogs. And he's got a good return going. He's going to make it out to about the Kearney 28.
We saw KJ Smith back there with Garrett Laughlin quite a bit last year, especially after Stevens got hurt. It was really cool to see. He was a sophomore last year. He was able to get in some meaningful snaps, especially on the returns, right? It's once they stopped kicking it to Garrett Laughlin, it was like, oh, okay, now KJ Smith, right?
Yeah. KJ Smith, he's going to be a big part of this year's team, Nick. First down and 10, Kearney. Acosta. No, that's Minor in there. So we saw Dawson Minor a bit as Kearney's going to get a yard or two. Saw Dawson Minor in the first half on a couple of plays. All of them were run plays, so I'm interested to see if he's going to throw it at all.
So now Minor and Acosta are both in. Be interesting to see what happens.
I'm guessing probably a toss over to Acosta. That's exactly what we saw in the first half.
So it will be Minor under center here.
Minor. 2nd down and 7.
And it was Acosta on the handoff.
Yep. Handoff to Acosta. He will get a couple of yards.
Number 5, Ian Acosta on the carry. Acosta brought down by number 33, David.
Here's another look at that. So basically, Acosta got a couple yards on that carry. It's similar to what we saw in the first half of that play from Minor to Acosta. Big 3rd down here, 3rd down and 5 Bulldogs. Another trick, Minor looking downfield, he has a man. It's caught at about the 47-yard line, 1st down Kearney.
So that's the first throw we've seen from Dawson Minor, and it's a completion. So maybe get that going a little bit more, right?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was only going to be in there for running plays, but I mean, he's in there for the long haul. He's in there for those passes too. As he completes his first pass, he's 1 for 1 on the night and gets the 1st down for the Bulldogs.
So now we've got Acosta out wide, or at least in the slot.
So we'll see what happens here. Minor, the handoff to Borchard up the middle. He keeps going and is finally brought down. Caden Borchard with another fantastic run up the middle.
Number 28, Caden Borchard on the carry, brought down by number
Hayden, I mean, you see Ian Acosta motions back over towards his left, back towards the center, right? So you think, oh, maybe it's going to be a sweep out to him. No. Caden Borchard right up the middle, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is another thing. When you have those trick plays in your pocket, they're going to start to expect that. So those runs up the middle that seem simple, they're not going to expect them as much. All right, here's Acosta. The handoff. Borchard again just powering through that defense and close to a 1st down.
Making the stop for the Indians, number 7, Linus Felder, and number 12, C.J. DeVoe. Gain of 8 on the play brings up.
Gain of 8 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 2, Kearney.
And Caden Borchard's been nothing short of phenomenal so far, as he's getting close to 100 yards.
Yeah, I'm surprised if he's not there. He's very close. He has been phenomenal all night. That run up the middle cannot be stopped, so keep using it. All right, here we go. Minor, the handoff. As he keeps on going, it's Ian Acosta. A 1st down and more.
Really nice play design there once again, Hayden. It's Minor, then all of a sudden it's Acosta.
Yeah, you can utilize those guys however you want. It's just working no matter what you do with those guys right now. 1st down and 10 Bulldogs.
So Acosta's off the field now. That takes away a little bit of what you can do. But Minor has looked really sharp so far tonight.
It'll be interesting to see if they keep him in there, as he's in there right now. Minert under the snap. Handoff to Borchert. Jukes a couple defenders and close to a 1st down again. Seems like almost every run he has is close to a 1st down, Nick.
Oh, he's been a yards eater.
He really has. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. Nearing 8 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. It's 7-6 Fort Osage, but Kearney driving. Minor rolling out. Pass to Borchert, and that's going to be a 1st down Kearney.
Really nice job there by Minor finding Borchert in the flat.
Yeah, Minor's looked really good so far, Nick.
Well, and you'll wonder going forward in the season, is Dawson and Minor going to kind of push more and more reps each week until, oh, maybe we've got a quarterback controversy going on.
Maybe. I mean, the more he plays like this, you wonder, is he going to take that spot? So it's 1st down and 3. Bulldogs, 1st and goal at the Fort Osage 3. Meinert under center. The handoff to Borchert. He's going to be brought down. No gain.
Nice stop there by the Fort Osage front seven there, Hayden. They've had a couple issues so far with Caden Borchert, so seeing that is probably a very good sign for a lot of Fort Osage fans.
Kind of that bend not break defense. We saw it from Kearney earlier. Now Fort Osage. We'll see if they can hold Kearney to a field goal.
Well, and the great news, Hayden, is that you're on the 2-yard line. You're very much at least in field goal range.
I think the main thing here for Kearney is do not turn the ball over.
Oh, no.
As I say that. Looks like Kearney will keep it, though.
Hayden, we're going to have to start knocking on wood. That was a close one.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Fort Osage jumps on that ball, that's a huge turn of events.
Oh, absolutely, especially when you're pinned up on, you're the Fort Osage defense. Oh, you're pinned up on your own, too. Oh, now we get the ball.
Yeah, and this is easy field goal range, so it's almost guaranteed points for the Bulldogs. Knock on wood.
Right. Ian Acosta back in.
So here's Acosta in shotgun. It's 3rd down and goal. Rolls to his left. He's going to take it. He's going to be brought down at about the 2.
Ian Acosta on the
That's
carry.
really close, Hayden. Do you think that, yeah, they're going to send out Breedlove here. I was going to say, you're probably at the 1 yard line here. You could potentially go for it.
You know, when there's a Borchert, there's a way. And I think with him, you could go for it, but this is probably the smart decision with Braxton Breedlove's leg.
Well, and one thing to look at, Ian Acosta is still out there as the holder.
Yeah, so maybe look for a fake. We'll see. The kick, it was dropped.
That's
Did
not
he get
a
in?
fake, but
It wasn't designed as a fake.
and he's a bit short. Oh,
Wow.
man. That's tough. That is tough luck. But if there is any
Pass was completed.
sign of positivity from that, Fort Osage is backed up on their own 1 yard line now.
Turnover on
Yeah, so
downs. The Indians will
you
take
stack
over
that box
first
and you
and
go
10
for that
from their
safety.
1 yard line.
Rough play there is just the snap. Fumbled a little bit, and Kearney not able to get that touchdown or any points on the board for that matter.
Well, Kearney's front seven, like we said, has done a phenomenal job so far tonight. You can't pass in this situation if you're Fort Osage. So
Officials timeout.
I think it's worth the idea at least of maybe we stack the box here, right?
Yeah, I think you stack the box for sure and go for that safety, because that would give Kearney the lead.
A very slim lead, but it would be the lead.
Lead is a lead is a lead, Nick.
It's a good one. That's a good one. I like that, Aiden.
So 7-6 still. Fort Osage after Kearney drives and fails to get any points up on the board. There's 5:26 left in the third, Nick.
They also,
Fort Osage here. What?
sorry,
No, you're good.
they did take 7 minutes off the clock there.
They did,
It
yeah.
is a very solid drive by Kearney, obviously. Not the end result they were probably looking for, but a nice drive.
Yeah, but when you're down, you don't want to cut that much clock. So 5:26 left in the third. Yeah, because when you're down, you want as much clock as possible. So I don't know if that's a good thing, Nick, that they cut the clock that much.
Well, you can certainly look at it that way, but we still do have quite a ways to go.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This one is going to be a nail-biter. First down and 10, Fort Osage from their 1. Kearney crowd getting into it. And they're going for a pass. It's a long one. Oh, and he would have been gone. That was intended for Fenner.
Pass incomplete.
Wow.
Minnie's
Okay. All right, so early on, Jake Kapik showing off the arm, right? Maybe a little bit too much.
A little too much,
Fenner not
yeah.
able to get under it, but wow, that would have been, oh my God, he would have been gone.
He, 100% would have been gone. He was about, I don't even know, 5 yards in front of the nearest Kearney defender.
What? You probably did stack the box there, Hayden. How did he get that wide open?
I don't know. That's a great question. In shotgun again. Will they throw it again?
Oh,
yes,
wow.
It's batted down. Ball is called dead.
What a play there by KJ Smith.
KJ Smith. Wow.
If he had been able to hold on to that one.
That would have been absolutely insane, Nick.
I think when you're right there, when you're that far back, pinned him deep, I think you're kind of thinking bat down, especially your instincts are thinking, oh, let's get this out of the air, right? But golly, that would have been huge.
Would have been a game changer, but it's 3rd down and 10. Can Kearney stop Fort Osage at their 1?
Oh, man!
Play's going to be called dead.
I think probably a false start here, right?
I don't know, but a Kearney defender just...
Encroachment. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Offsides called against the Bulldogs.
So that would explain the pressure right away. Maybe just he jumped a little bit too early, but you still got 3rd and 5 here. I think you're still in a really good position for a stop here.
Yeah, I mean, you would rather have 3rd and 1, but 3rd and 5, here we go. Fort Osage probably going to pass. Look for Fenner on this play. In shotgun is K-Pack. Rolls to his right, looks downfield. It is Fenner. Caught as he is going to be gone.
He's gone, yep.
30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Lorenzo Fenner. As I said, look for Fenner.
I don't know if you saw it there at the end of that play, but he got the track finish because he just ran past everybody, Hayden.
Wow. 2 touchdowns so far from Fenner, and they have both been incredible. How many yards do you think he has?
Oh, man, I don't know. Too many.
Fenner just dominating this game for the Indians as they take a 13-6 lead over Kearney.
I think we're definitely gonna be caught on how great of a play that was by Fenner, but it's really important to look at the Jake Kapik. Holy cow!
What an arm!
That kid has an arm.
We saw it on 1st down. It wasn't complete, but 3rd down he went back to it, and oh my, it was complete.
Oh my gosh! Oh, we're literally right in the metaphorical breadbasket. It was right there.
A perfect pass to Fenner leads to an Indian touchdown, and that is not what you want for Kearney. You have them backed at your own 1.
Well, yeah, you don't want to give up a 95-yard touchdown, but. It's one of those things that no matter how you scheme it, Aiden, if you get that open, you can't stop them.
No, the kick is up and good. It's 14-6 Fort Osage.
Well, it's still a 1-score game, Hayden. So we're still in that boat. We're still in the 1-score game. It's certainly not a bad. I don't want to say it's not a bad thing for the Bulldogs because that was not good.
Well, what could have been, 9-6 Kearney or 9-7 Kearney, turns to 14-6 Fort Osage.
It could have been 9-7. It could have been, 11-7. Nope. It's 14-6.
14-6, but yeah, Kearney within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. You'd like to see them score this drive.
Well, it's been incredible to watch the sophomore Lorenzo Fenner. I don't want to say single-handedly, but single-handedly beating the Bulldogs right now.
Well, second-handedly without K-Peck on that one.
Well, that's fair. He did. Fenner is responsible for 7 points pretty much. You could argue 14. You're right. K-Pick has been phenomenal this game as well. He has, his passes have just been on the money.
Can we talk about how Fort Osage has just went completely away from the run game?
Oh,
they are just
they don't need to be
throwing
on
it down the field now.
If Kearney can't stop it, they're doing a great job stopping the run. They can't defend the pass as of late. There's no reason to run the football, Hayden.
Yeah, and they opened up the passing game in that first half, and since then it's been all passing game.
Oh, don't touch that. Yep, don't touch that. That's a penalty.
So Kearney's going to get it at the 40. No?
There you go. Okay. There we go. I was like, what? No, yeah, so, yeah, you don't want to kick it out of bounds. Don't want to kick it out of bounds there.
So Kearney, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 40.
Certainly field positioning that you like.
Oh, yeah. Kearney needs to score on this drive, I think.
Yeah, I would make the same argument. You do have the added benefit that Fort Osage scored very fast.
Yeah, still 5 minutes left in this quarter.
Right, so they only took up about 30 seconds total. You don't have to, you're not in a clock predicament if they had driven up the field for 9 minutes and then scored.
But momentum-wise, you need to score.
Right, no, absolutely, absolutely.
Here is Minor in shotgun, the handoff to Borchert. He's going to get about 1. Great stop from the Indians. That was number 44, or excuse me, number 58, Aaron Washington. It's going to be 2nd down and 9, Kearney. Minor fakes the handoff and then gives it to Borchert, who breaks off to the left. Wow. I thought he was down.
We've seen it a couple times tonight. He is a hard man to bring down, Aiden.
Oh, yeah, Borchert just bringing the thunder tonight for the Bulldogs. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 to be exact.
This is a really important play, Aiden. I think that goes without saying.
And what do you do on this play? Do you do like a screen, or you just run it with Borchert?
I think you run it. I think you run it here.
Fort Osage will be expecting that, I'm pretty sure.
Right. I mean, you could always go with a short kind of, screen pass, get it to your running back in the flat.
I would lean towards a screen pass.
Timeout, Fort Osage.
Fort Osage is going to call a timeout and talk this one over.
Probably a good thing for both teams. It'll be an interesting call, Hayden. It's you got third and short, obviously. Although 3rd and short, you got 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, whatever it might be. It's a very capable distance. Either way, I think you kind of stick with what's going good for you, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, there's 2 ways to look at it. I think the most important thing is obviously get the 1st down. So whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. 3rd down and 2. Fort Osage called a timeout. They are up 14-6 with 3:35 left in the 3rd quarter. And there is a Fort Osage.
A couple Fort Osage players getting stretched out, kind of taking advantage of the extra time.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 2 Bulldogs.
They are really taking advantage of this this time out here, taking every second that they can.
And you wonder, is Diefenbach, is he going to do a trick play here? He's had enough time to draw one up.
Right, he may be reaching into his magic bag. I don't know. I don't know that you take the risk that comes with kind of a different play.
Here it is, 3rd down and 2, a huge one.
Nope, 1st down.
Is Fort Osage offside? They are. 1st down, Kearney. They didn't need to draw up a play. Fort Osage will give it to them. Another offside for the Indians.
Yeah, anything that Diefenbach drew up there, he can kind of crumple it up and throw it into the trash can, right? It's not necessary.
Offsides against the Indians.
You might want to use it later in the game, though, Nick.
That's fair.
1st down and 10, the handoff to Borchert. He's going to get 3 or 4 there.
Number 28,
and he just continues to grind out yards no matter what situation they're in.
And when I talked to Coach Gray, it was supposed to be a mixture of reps between Borchert and Lowry, but it looks like Borchert has just taken most carries because he's just been phenomenal.
Well, it's easy to find a bell cow when he's being bell cow worthy, right?
Yeah. Second down and 6, Kearney at midfield. Meinert fakes the handoff, looks downfield, has a man in Nolan and almost picked off.
A little hand fighting there at the end of that. Once the ball got to him, I think it's a good call by the ref to not call it. Call anything there. Let the guys play. They're gonna fight it out a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. That one could have been picked off though. That was a dangerous pass by Meinert.
Could have been picked. Could have been caught. It's kind of one of those 50-50s.
So that's gonna bring up third down and 6 for Kearney. Meinert still in there.
Oh, there we go.
They got them offside again, Nick.
This is just not a good look for the Fort Osage defense, especially on a 3rd and 6. It's really pushing the kind of 3rd and long boundaries, I guess. And now all of a sudden it's 3rd and 1. And it's something that we've seen, 5 times now so far?
Yeah.
It's just kind of a thing of discipline. You can't allow it to happen.
And 2 times in a row on 3rd down when you can't have it the most.
Right. Well, it's one of those things, and I'm sure the defensive line coach for Fort Osage was yapping at him at halftime, and I'm sure he's going to be doing it a little bit more after the game.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
I think that they're going to move the chain. Maybe? No.
Now 3rd down and 1.
No, I think it looks
like
no,
first down and 10. You're right. Another trick play and a great call.
A nice play action pass there from Meinert. Those plays open up a little bit more, and obviously they open up a little bit more when you're running the ball effectively. You can thank Caden Borchert for that play.
And that was number 31, Trenton Vaughn, on the reception. I'm starting to wonder, is Meinert the quarterback for the rest of the game?
Well, he's certainly thrown the ball a little bit more.
Borchert!
He's been running the ball effectively.
Borchert, the first down and more for the first down. On 2nd down and 3, Borchert explodes.
I think right now you really like what Ianacosta offers you, especially in a rotation kind of thing, with Dawson Meinert. You leave him wondering a little bit. I think that helps for sure, but at some point, I think most teams like to establish a clear number 1, and Dawson Meinert is certainly making a case.
Here's Meinert. The handoff to Nolan. He's got space. He's going to be close to a first down. We're nearing a minute left in the quarter. 2nd down and 3, 14-6, Fort Osage.
7-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 3, Kearney.
So 2nd down and 3. I expect probably another 2 runs if they don't get it this down from Borchert. Why not?
Yeah, these kind of, right now, 2nd down and short, even a 3rd down and short, you really like to run the ball, especially when it's working.
Meinert fakes the handoff, rolls off to his left, has a man open, but dropped off the hands there.
Dawson Meinert's pass incomplete.
A great pass from Meinert, though.
Joe Marshall.
As intended for Marshall.
Yeah, Joe Marshall's seen a bit of action tonight. He's been targeted twice, 2 drops so far, and it's one of those things when Meinert puts a pass on target like that, it can be pretty deflating. When we've talked about that a little bit so far today, it can be really deflating to have a pass that would be good for a first down get dropped.
Yeah, for sure, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 3.
No, it's not.
Again.
At some point, Hayden, you'd think that would kind of stop a little bit, right? 3 straight 3rd downs that have been either shortened or given a first down just because of sloppy play.
Just mental errors here for the Fort Osage Indians, really hurting them. It's going to bring up a Kearney first down, again from offside. Meinert in shotgun. The handoff to Borchert. Spins around and gets an extra yard or 2.
Well, and Hayden, you wonder if maybe Dawson Meinert is using kind of a hard count to draw these guys off sides, because at some point it becomes less of, maybe sloppy play or mental errors, and it becomes more of like, oh, maybe someone's doing this.
Yeah,
right?
Maybe he's just totally outsmarting them.
And every time we've seen it, at least on this drive, it's been Meinert, obviously. So you wonder a bit, maybe if Meinert is just really, really good at drawing these guys off sides.
He might. Yeah, that totally might be true. Meinert. The last play of the quarter, probably. As he takes it himself, he's going to be brought down a gain of about a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Decent job there, Hayden. Probably not the snap you'd like to get, but instead of losing a couple yards or just falling back on it, he maybe probably gains a yard or two, right?
Yeah.
It's things like that. If you can even minimally capitalize on those mistakes, I think you really trend upwards in the game, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, as that brings the 3rd quarter to an end, 14-6, Fort Osage. But Kearney driving. They have a big 3rd down and 6 coming up. Nick, what is Coach D drawing up?
Oh man, I don't know. I think right now they're hoping for an offsides, right?
It wouldn't give them the 1st down, but they're hoping for it.
Again, we've had a 3rd and 6 this drive that was made a 3rd and 1 due to an offsides, and that kind of that helps, right? 3rd and 1, you'd much rather have a 3rd and 1. So it's simple things like that. If you can draw a guy offsides, that's fine. 3rd and 6, though, I think again you're looking for someone in the flat. I don't know that you run the ball on 3rd and 6 here, Hayden.
Yeah, I think you're looking for your number 1 target in Carson Frakes. He hasn't made that big of an impact this game. Maybe he will in the 4th quarter when Kearney needs it the most.
Here's what I'll say, Hayden. If you can find either, obviously, Caden Borchert or someone we've seen a lot of tonight, Luke Noland in the flat, kind of a short little dump off. If that can go for a 1st down, why not take it, right? Don't force the ball upfield. You don't need to do that right now.
No. Maybe a screen or something, like you mentioned, is the way to go here.
That would be great, of course. A little dump off, a little screen pass would be fine. You're getting real close to the end zone. Stuff like that becomes a little bit less acquirable, right? You don't get those easy yards when you're that close to the end zone. It will be interesting to see what they do. I don't think that you can, at least right now, I don't think you can stack the box if you're Fort Osage.
And, it might be smart in a way to run it because, you don't need a touchdown here. Field goal would be just fine. It's 3rd down and 6. They fake the handoff. Meinert rolling out to his left. Throws it in the end zone.
Oh, man!
It's a touchdown. Kearney. Wow.
Are you kidding me?
I was waiting to see if he was inbounds. He is. Touchdown. What a fantastic play from Dawson Meinert.
You see a little, what is that, Mahomes versus Tennessee right there, Aiden? He jumped and threw it. What is that?
Dawson Mahomes, question mark.
I thought, it may be. It may be. I think
What a fantastic play. I mean, he was about a yard away for where he had to run it, just dumps it off last second into the end zone for the touchdown, and now Kearney's going to go for 2 and try to tie this game.
You know what? It is really interesting because I think you're getting to the point there when you're Dawson Meinert, you got to be thinking, oh, am I about to cross the line of scrimmage? And that's a big thing because if you're past the line of scrimmage, you can't throw that football,
Meinert in the end zone. A sliding catch.
Oh man, across his body?
Across the body. He is Mahomes. Kearney gets the 2-point conversion on an amazing pass and an amazing sliding catch.
Hayden,
as number 77, Keenan McNally lifts Dawson Meinert up.
More and more, I'm thinking Dawson Meinert is going to be playing for this football team.
The way he's playing tonight, Nick, it's undescribable for what he has brought to this team tonight.
Sometimes
it's a different type of energy.
Well, sometimes all you need is that little spark, right?
Yeah.
I think you see that quite a few, at every level of play, you see a backup quarterback come in, first drive, touchdown, right? You kind of rally around that guy a little bit, whether it's because of an injury or maybe the starting quarterback. And I'm not saying Costa hasn't been playing fine tonight. Whether, if he hasn't, if the starting quarterback isn't playing well, it's an injury. You see the team rally around that backup quarterback. We got you. Put him on our back. The thing is, Dawson Minor's kind of putting the rest of the team on his back right now because on back-to-back plays, he jumps at the line of scrimmage while rolling to his left and finds a guy at the corner of the end zone, Hayden, for a touchdown. And then on the very next play, rolling to his right, he throws it across his body and finds someone in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. This kid's unreal right now.
Yeah, he really is. He is the spark to light the fire for the Kearney offense right now. And one thing I would like to mention, that wasn't just Dawson Minard on that last play. Trenton Vaughn with an amazing sliding catch there to seal the 2-point conversion.
It really is all adding up right now, Hayden, and I hate to say it, but where's the momentum,
It is definitely on Kearney's side right now. Watch out for the Bulldogs. And Kearney doesn't like to see this.
Oh, don't give that guy any space.
He is not going to get a touchdown this time, but he's going to get it close to the Kearney K. A great kickoff return from Lorenzo Fenner.
Right now you're saying, all right, front seven, do your job. All right, secondary, do your job, right? You finally get the game tied back up. Tough starting position right now for the Kearney defense. You don't want to be in this position, but if they can rally again around Dawson Minard, oh man, we're looking at a ball game.
So it's going to be first down and 10, Fort Osage at their own 45. Here comes the Indian offense led by Jake Kapek. And these quarterbacks now, it's Kapek versus Minor. This is prime time football.
Oh, they're dueling, Hayden. Under the lights, right? That's exactly what you look for.
Kapek in shotgun. The handoff. Number 3, Tillman, is going to get about 4.
Jaden Pinamon with the carry. Making the stop for Kearney, number 40, Tucker Studi.
Studi on the tackle.
Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6, Indians.
2nd down and 6, Fort Osage. Kapek in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Oh, almost picked off, but a great catch from Will Snodgrass.
That's a really, I like the idea of being aggressive, trying to, jump the route a little bit there by John Timchek. At this point, though, Hayden, I don't know how much you can afford that aggressiveness. You see right there, you got a few extra yards because he tried to jump the route.
Yeah, you just can't let that happen. We've talked a lot about Fenner, but can we talk about how great Snodgrass has been tonight?
Oh, Snodgrass has been phenomenal. I mean, really, that's the thing. You can't really double Fenner because then you got the Snodgrass problem.
Exactly. Here is the snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls off to his left. Good pass. Gain of about 4.
Greg Minnie's pass complete. Completion to number 18, Ben Middleton.
Ben Middleton on the catch. Studi on the stop again. Kapek in shotgun. Second down and 7. Fort Osage driving. Kapek the handoff. And it's a good run. He's going to get the first down.
A really nice job there driving. Yeah, Pinnaman, right? Yeah, absolutely. That the Fort Osage run defense, the last couple quarters has really done an impressive job stepping up. Maybe the passing game isn't working here or there. Run game's just fine, right?
Yeah, it seems like Fort Osage can kind of do whatever right now. They can run, they can pass, they can do whatever they want right now. So first down and 10, Indians on the Kearney 25. The handoff. Pushes a defender away, and he's going to be close to a first down. That is number 31, Jabrin Johnson.
Number 31, Jabrin Johnson's on the carry.
2nd down and 5 now.
Number 6, Braxton Breedlove in on the stop for Kearney.
Breedlove on the stop. Wow, this is just such a huge drive for Fort Osage. They get 7 up there with 8 minutes left, you know. It's going to be hard for Kearney.
No, this could absolutely be, be the game changer, as we've said a couple times.
K-Peck rolls out to his right, finds a receiver, and the first. That was number 6, Javen Hall.
Number 5, Greg Minnie's pass complete to number 6.
Yeah, that's Javen Hall's first catch of the night, Hayden, and it's no big surprise that is the case because Lorenzo Finner and Snodgrass have just been all over the field making plays.
Yeah, those guys have really dominated, and the Kearney defense is now just looking for them, so that opens up, for guys like Hall. That opens up the field for guys like Hall. The flip. As he keeps going, he's going to gain a couple of yards there on 1st and 9.
Yeah, here in a goal-to-go situation, Hayden, I don't know how much you can afford to run the ball up the middle, at least not when you're at the back end of the goal-to-go, right?
That is right. 2nd down and 7 now. He gained 3 on the carry. Kearney crowd getting into it. 7:27 left in the game, tied at 14. And it's up the middle. Did he get in?
He did.
Yes, touchdown. Jake K-Peck. We've seen the arm. Now we see the legs as K-Peck gets in the end zone for an Indian touchdown.
Well, Hayden, I'm not very sure that it was a designed run by K-Peck either. It almost looked like there was a little bit confusion on who was supposed to be taking the ball. Maybe the running back, they're not able to get it out of his hands, but nonetheless,
it worked out.
It's pretty fine for them right now.
So Fort Osage takes the 6-point lead. We'll see if they can make it a 7-point lead. The extra point is up and good. 21-14, Fort Osage. And after Kearney comes down with all the momentum after Dawson Minor carrying him last drive, Fort Osage comes right back and scores on Kearney. Wow, that is huge.
Well, Hayden, here's what I'll say. These situations right here are where the legends are made, right? When you get down to the wire like this, 7 minutes left, you're down a score. This very well could be, if Minor drives up the field, they score a touchdown, maybe they go for 2, they get it. Oh, all of a sudden, Dawson Minor, he's taking the first snap next week, This is a really, really important drive, not just for this game, because at the end of the day, this is a 5A opponent. This is not going to go against our class record.
Located in Liberty, Kansas City.
If Dawson Minor can bring Kearney back and give him the win here, Hayden, I think Dawson Minor's your guy going forward.
Yeah, I think so too. And even if Kearney loses this game, the way he's played, I think he is your guy moving forward. And whether Kearney wins or loses this game, it is such a great learning experience for these Bulldogs.
Absolutely.
Fort Osage, a class up. They're playing them very tough. They're playing hard. That's all you want from this Kearney team.
There's really not a lot that you can complain about.
No.
I mean, outside of the fact that Finner got loose a couple times,
you can't stop him. So that's just something you can't
really
do.
Right now, they've played really solid football. I mean, maybe you buff out some things in the secondary. But as of now, Hayden, they've played really well.
Yeah, this Kearney team looks very good, and I'm excited to see what they will do the rest of the way of this season, especially once they get into conference play, which starts next week. They play Platte County next week.
And that'll be a good one. Platte County, obviously the reigning Class 4 champ. They didn't, have the game that they were looking for in the state championship probably, but that's Webb City. Webb City will do that to you,
Oh, yeah. Webb City, a powerhouse, of course.
Right. Anytime you lose by 40 points in the state championship, it's not going to it's not what you want, but Platte County still has their guy at quarterback going forward. It's a senior year now. They've still got some playmakers outside. They're going to be a tough team. They're going to be a tough team for sure, and they may even be a greater challenge to Kearney than this Fort Osage team is, really, and that's no knock on Fort Osage, obviously.
Yeah, after that, loss in the championship game against Webb City, I feel like that makes Platte County more motivated and angry. So they're just going to take everyone on angrily this season.
Oh, especially when they have so many starters on offense returning.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Here's the kickoff. Returned by the Bulldogs, I believe Ian Acosta. And he keeps going. A great return. That was KJ Smith, excuse me. A great return by KJ Smith as he gives the Bulldogs a jump start on field position.
Yeah, really good return there. Obviously, you really like the blocking, just the execution there on the with the kickoff team. It's something that you see a little bit, or you saw a little bit earlier with Fort Osage's big return by Fenner, which was just a demonstration of pure speed. I can't talk enough about that. It was an excellent play. Right there, a lot of key blocks by the Kearney kickoff team, and it gets you some good field position.
Yeah, about at midfield. Here's Miner looking down the field. There's a flag on the play, almost caught there by Nolan. We'll see what the flag is about. We'll see who this penalty is on. Acosta coming in for the Bulldogs.
It's going to be holding on Fort Osage, so obviously a big break for the Bulldogs.
Penalties just absolutely killing Fort Osage tonight.
You could say that. I think that would be something you could say for sure. It's the holdings aren't as much a sloppy kind of penalty like the offsides are, but certainly not something you'd like to see for Fort Osage going forward. It can just be an aggressive thing. Sometimes you get them called when you're being aggressive. Sometimes you get them called when you got beat. It happens to everyone.
So they give Kearney the first down. Here it is, 1st and 10 Bulldogs. At about the Fort Osage 40. The run up the middle, he's not going to get anything.
Not Borchardt's best run so far tonight.
He can have those runs, though, when he gets those big ones.
Right, no, of course. It's pressure came in from the Fort Osage front seven real quick. Not much you can do about that one. It was just a really good play there by the Fort Osage defense. Certainly, it is a little unfortunate when you get those plays on first down, though, because it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the set of downs at least. And I would really hope to see that they can kind of eat up some of those yards they lost.
We'll see if they do. Miner, the handoff to Acosta. As he's tripped up, he would have had a first down. There's a flag on the field.
That was a late flag. I'm not sure what that will be. It looks like Kearney's coming back.
It might be a hold. 6:19 remaining in this one, 21-14. Fort Osage, and it is holding against Kearney, so they will be backed up 10 yards.
A 2nd down and 21, certainly not what you're looking for. But this can open up the playbook a little bit, really. Let Miner go out there and prove that he can be out there.
Yeah, air one out.
It's very much one of the. He's put some nice touch on some deep balls so far. He had that one not long ago to Luke Nolan. So it's something that he can definitely do. It kind of comes down to whether or not the receiver is able to make the catch.
So 2nd down and 21. Dawson Miner in shotgun. Throws one down the field. It's Acosta. Did he catch that? Did he catch that? He caught it. What a great diving play from Ian Acosta on 2nd and 21.
So it did come down to if the receiver would catch it, Hayden.
And he caught it.
Man, okay.
I got to give all the props in the world to Ian Acosta. He starts this game at quarterback, basically gets benched at quarterback, but comes in, knows they can use him at a different position, and then is elite at that position, making a fantastic catch.
And that's something I've been thinking. You certainly don't want to be sat down when you're the starting quarterback, right? And you know, seeing you when you get removed from a game and you see your backup quarterback going and drive down the field and he gets 2-point conversion and all that, it can be a little demoralizing, Hayden. But it is good to see that he's probably in high spirits after that catch.
Yeah, and is that your new wide receiver target? Coach Gray has a lot of thinking to do after this one.
Oh, it's going to be definitely going to be a difficult decision, Hayden. But I think it's a good decision to have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a problem you want for the Kearney Bulldogs. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 after that Borchert run for 4 yards. Meinert fakes the handoff. Looking over to his right side, it is caught, and the first down by number 87.
That's Colin O'Brien out there, Hayden. Yeah, he's been a playmaker on defense and the tight end, apparently, on offense. And it's interesting that they brought that tight end position back after not having it last year.
Yeah, I was about to say they did not have that tight end spot last year. It works here. So, Kearney first down. Dawson Miner is looking elite right now. He's looking elite.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's been phenomenal. Knock on wood, again. But, no, yeah, he's been great so far, Hayden.
The handoff to Borchert. He breaks free and close to the first down.
Yeah, I think he might have that one, Hayden, and it's really good to see after a loss of one. Or, I guess he had the 4-yard run in between. But recently, the Bulldogs have kind of strayed away from the run game, and seeing him get back in it with a nice run there is definitely something you look forward to.
Yeah, good to see that there for Kearney. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2. Meinert in shotgun. Looks over to the sideline.
Yeah, so right there, that's a little confirmation, Hayden. He has been trying to draw him off with a hard count.
And it has worked very well tonight. Meinert, the handoff to Borchert. He is going to get the first down.
Yeah, that one is going to be close, but it does look like he has it.
And clock is ticking down. 3:20 left in this one. Kearney down a touchdown, but they are driving. And they're going to say he didn't get the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. You run it again here, Nick.
Oh, I think so. I think you run it right down the middle. I mean, that's the thing. If you want to be taken seriously right now,
do it twice.
Oh, I think so. No, I think you bully him a little bit. I think fullback situation. You bring in the fullback, run it right behind him.
And it's Meinert who keeps it. Is he in?
Hey, that works too.
Yes, he is in. Touchdown, Kearney. Dawson Meinert with his 2nd touchdown of the evening as he continues to carry these Kearney Bulldogs. Makes it a 1-point ball game with 2:51 left in this game.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad idea right there. I like when they score touchdowns. Yeah.
I do too, Nick. I do too.
It's really cool to see Dawson Meinert as fired up as he is coming off the side, or coming to the sideline, I guess. And again, he gets a big lift in the air from Keenan McNally.
Big extra point here. It is up and good. Kearney ties it off Braxton Breedlove's extra point. And what a drive. Kearney gets great field position, and they capitalize. Dawson Meinert playing the role of Superman tonight.
Yeah. I mean, Clark Kent's good too, but at some point you got to have Superman in, right?
Right. Clark, he was Clark at the beginning of the game. After that first touchdown, I think he morphed.
Right, he visited the telephone booth.
Yes.
He took the glasses off, and he is Superman. He is high flying, especially when Keenan McNally's lifting him up, because that is a big man.
That's exactly where I thought of the Superman idea. When McNally, that's a perfect picture right there.
Oh yeah. No, that's like front page of the yearbook right there.
Oh yeah, a huge play as Meinert gets his 2nd touchdown of the evening to tie this game at 21. Under 3 to play. The Bulldog defense has to step up huge now on this Fort Osage drive.
3 yards with the quarterback keeper. Number 6, Braxton Breedlove.
No, it's one of those things right now. You've kind of been stalling all night offensively. Dawson Meinert comes in, 2 big drives, pretty quick too. I mean, it was It was just one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, they're gonna go score.
Yeah.
I mean, they just looked great out there. I mean, if there was any worry about where the momentum was, there's not anymore.
Momentum on the Kearney side. A good kick returned by number 8, Jamon Perneman, as he gets a great kickoff. That's not what Kearney wants.
Well, really good idea to kick it away from Fenner, but let's just in the future, don't kick it to him either.
Yeah. Well, Kearney will not play Fort Osage again this year, so they will not have to worry about that.
Right. Just kick it at the linebacker they got out there. Just keep it away from those two, and that's for all the other teams too. Just don't let them touch the ball.
So Fort Osage will get great field position here. Will the Bulldogs be able to stop them? We shall see. Here comes Jake Kapek and the Indian offense. I imagine Fenner is going to be a big part of this drive. Or maybe they just run the ball, kill the clock.
I think you got to run the ball here.
Yeah, run the ball, kill the clock, kick the field goal, I think is what Fort Osage is probably most likely going to do.
Well, they got their big bruiser back there too, Demansky, so I think that's one of those things. He can run the ball just fine, and also you don't want to get hit by that guy.
In the shotgun to Fenner. He breaks free.
Oh, man.
Fenner keeps on going to the 30-yard line.
Hey, I don't know if you knew this, Hayden, but that kid can play football.
College teams looking right now, even though he's a sophomore.
Yeah, they can't even look at him right now. He's too good to be a sophomore, Hayden.
Are you sure he is not a senior, Nick?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. They found Tyreek Hill working out at Independence one night, and they were like, "Come on, man, they got Tyreek Hill out there."
So a huge first down for the Fort Osage Indians brings up first down and 10 at the Kearney 30 as we are at the 2-minute mark.
It's really almost not even fair to have someone out there like that.
The handoff. Up the middle. It's going to be close to a first down. He might get it. That's Corey Olvera. He's been great tonight.
I think Misha should probably really look into a rule where they have to start in the end zone. No more kickoffs for them. They start in the end zone every time because it's awesome to watch him have the ball in his hands. So first of all, you'll want to watch it more.
Right. So
get him back there. But also, it's not fair to defenses to watch them touch the ball.
It is not fair at all. You're absolutely correct, Nick. 1:20 left in this game. Fort Osage driving right after Kearney tied it. The handoff. No, fake handoff. He's going to the end zone. Almost picked off. A dangerous throw from Jake Kapek.
That was a really good play by that cornerback. Who was that? Oh, that's right. It was Dawson Minor, Aiden.
Dawson Minor, have yourself a night. It's going to bring down 3rd down and 2.
Aiden, I think this is a pretty big play.
This is the biggest play of the game right here. Third down and 2 calls for a timeout as, the biggest play of the game is right ahead of us, guys.
Yeah, so, one thing to really look at here, Hayden, is Fort Osage just called their second time out of the half. They only have one left. If somehow, in some way, Kearney gets the ball back, no matter what happens, if they score here, if they don't, Fort Osage may have shot themselves in the foot a little bit there because they can't stop the clock if they have to.
Yeah. You are totally right, Nick. A minute 10 left. What do you think's going to happen in this one? I know it's pretty unpredictable.
Oh, man.
What do you think?
Don't put me on the spot like that.
What do you think?
Don't put me on the spot like that. Oh,
this
man.
play, what is Fort Osage doing?
Oh, okay. All right, that's a little bit easier to answer. They look like they're passing. It seems like they're really dedicated to get the aerial attack going. And I think that might continue a little bit, although it is 3rd and 2. So you can certainly look into running the ball here, too. Really both good options.
We will see what Fort Osage does. Biggest play of the game. Right here, right now. Minute 10 left. So if Kearney holds them here, they will get the ball back. And it's a run up the middle. He has it. Jake K-Peck.
I mean, we've seen it twice now. He can run the football, which is not, I mean, that's not fun. You don't want to defend that. He can throw it, he can run it, he can do whatever he wants out
Big
there.
Big guy, too.
You know, it's just like how do we even defend that right now? Like, it's just not fair.
And Fort Osage in no hurry as the game is in their hands.
Well, you know, it's really cool to see this, Hayden, because obviously not the end of the season that Fort Osage wanted last year. Not even the season, really, that they wanted. 6-5. Tough loss to Raytown in the playoffs. It was really not even close.
48-6.
Right, not even a close game. So to see the offense, and Kearney's a good defense, too. I mean, we can talk about that this week, next week, in February of next year. We can talk about it however long we want. Fort Osage has looked really, really good offensively, and a lot of that is obviously in part to Lorenzo Fenner, but K-Pick has been phenomenal as well. He's been terrific. Whether he's throwing the ball 60 yards or he's running up the middle for a touchdown, you know, it's just one of those things. He can really do whatever is needed of him. Okay, maybe Fort Osage is in business.
Yeah, that K-Peck to Fenner combo. Look out for that. Whoever plays Platte County from this point on. Actually, Platte County will play Staley next game.
Oh, man, that's a tough one.
But we got to focus on this one here. First down and 10.
Oh, man!
It's a high snap. Is Kearney on it? They are! A high snap leads to a fumble, and Kearney will get the ball with 48 seconds left.
Hey, Fort Osage can't stop the clock. hey, wow.
And I believe that was Braxton Breedlove on the fumble.
Yeah, and we've talked about Braxton plenty of times tonight, Hayden. What a player, whether he's kicking 50-yard field goals, you know, whether he's recovering a fumble with, 48 seconds left. That guy's doing whatever he needs.
Yeah, Breedlove for sure, a superstar on this Kearney team. So what looked like Fort Osage's game has now flipped.
Oh my gosh.
We saw Kearney close to scoring, and then that flipped on its head. This flips on its head. Just a wild game, and Kearney's going to try to close it out here. They have 48 seconds to do it. Meinert, a.k.a. Superman, hands it off to Acosta. Flips it. Nonetheless, and Acosta is hit out of bounds. He's
hey, that's a really fun play. I really like that, actually. No matter what happens there, whether he gains a yard, whether he's stopped for -5 yards, whatever it is, that play, giving Ian Acosta the football in his hands, whether he's running it, throwing it, keeping him involved in the game at all, Hayden, is so crucial, especially as we get down to the wire here.
Yeah, Acosta has been great tonight at, running back and wide receiver. Just a great night from Ian Acosta. 35 seconds left in this one.
Yeah, Hayden, it's just I hadn't even thought for a second that they'd be able to utilize the players like this. I don't think anyone really expected it. Maybe if you're playing on the football team, just having the ability to use those two guys in any way that you want.
Ian Acosta again gets the first down. You were saying, Nick.
It's so like we see it right there again. Ian Acosta, whether or not he's going to be playing quarterback for this team, he is an incredible athlete. Having him on the field out there, but also having Dawson Meinert on the field, if you can utilize both of them at the same time, Hayden, that's a win.
Dangerous offense right now for Kearney. Absolutely dangerous. And with 27 seconds left, they might have a chance to win this game here in regulation. They have Braxton Breedlove, who made that huge play on defense. And he can kick 50-yarders. So here's Dawson Meinert, rolls out, finds Carson Frakes.
Get out of bounds.
Who gets the first down and gets out of bounds.
No, great job there by Carson Frakes, able to get out of bounds. stops the clock, gets a nice chunk of yards, too. Now you're really looking at Braxton Breedlove. You're getting in his range.
19 seconds left in this regulation. Can Kearney close it out here? They have it on the Fort Osage 38-yard line. And they're getting close to Breedlove territory.
You got 2 more timeouts, too. You can really get in his spot. You can take a couple more chances at the end zone, too, if you'd like.
I don't know if I would do that. I'm not risking turning this ball over.
Right, and that's definitely something to take account in.
Minor in shotgun. Rolls to his left. Looking downfield. And he's just going to take it himself as he gets out of bounds smartly.
Not a loss. I think that's fine. It eats up a little bit of a chunk of time. Certainly, you didn't want that. I'm curious to see. We talked a little bit about Ian Acosta not really getting rid of it either. I'm wondering if there's a reason for that. If for some reason they're really waiting to the last second to try and make a play. We've seen Dawson Minert make a play at the last second a couple times. That may be it.
So 12 seconds left. Probably one more play here, right?
I think you take one more shot at getting some more yards. Right now, really, you can take a shot with Breedlove here. He's made him this long.
Here is Minert. 12 seconds left, tied at 21. The flip to Acosta. It's going to be Acosta throwing it down the field to Minert. It is picked off. It looks like he stepped out.
Listen, that's less than good, but now we're in overtime. Well, maybe not.
And a Bulldog is down as a flag flies on the field. And that's the end of regulation.
Yeah, that'll be the end of it, I think. I don't anticipate Fort Osage, even if they get the ball here, with time, it could be a penalty on them. If they get the ball left with even a decimal of a second left, I don't anticipate them really trying to get in the end zone.
Yeah, they would probably just take a knee. We'll see what the call on the field is.
That's a block in the back on Fort Osage.
Illegal block in the back, called against the Indians on the return.
Yeah, so that should end it. At least regulation, that is.
So we are going to overtime here in Kearney, Missouri. Tied at 21. What a first game.
Oh, absolutely. This has been a fantastic game to cover, Hayden, but I think we really need to talk for a second about that throw. We talked about not taking a shot towards the end zone. Really, too risky of a throw to make there by Ian Acosta. I'm not sure that that was probably your best bet. It's a really hard field goal to make right there. Realistically, you're probably looking at 56 yards. Probably that you don't want that to be your best bet by any means.
And I love trick plays, but I don't think you use it there.
I just don't know. I don't know that that's really, especially after running it once already on that set of downs. I'm just not sure that that's what you would have gone with.
So actually, Fort Osage will get one more play. Do they kneel it or do they throw a Hail Mary? Looks like they're going for the Hail Mary. Look for Fenner. Throws one downfield. It's going to be picked off. That'll end regulation.
Yeah,
that's Carson Frakes on the interception.
Realistically, you don't have any high schooler. I don't think a pro. I don't think Patrick Mahomes gets the ball to the end zone from there. Really.
No.
It's just one of those things. I don't think anyone really was saying, oh, we're going to score here with 2 seconds left. It's one of those things. I think overtime's going to be really exciting here.
Overtime it is here in Kearney, Missouri. Tied at 21. What an opener. What an opener.
Oh, you can't talk enough about the individual. Obviously both teams have played a great football game. It's just the individual performances of obviously Dawson Minert, and then obviously as well Lorenzo Fenner. Both great ball players, and I think they can really look forward to a great season for both of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. And what a crazy last couple minutes there. We need to talk about that.
Oh, man, the snap over the head.
It looked like Fort Osage was going to win it right there.
Oh, yeah. No, it's one of those things. Maybe destiny's looking out for the Kearney Bulldogs.
Kearney is going to be a force to reckon with this year, mark my words. The way they are playing this Fort Osage team, remember, Fort Osage is a class above Kearney, and Kearney is out here playing like this. Just amazing.
And this is the best part of high school football, Hayden. You get to the sudden death overtime, and this is, I mean, really what everyone looks forward to, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. And can you kind of explain to the audience, Nick, how high school football overtime works?
Yeah, of course. So, I mean, most people, if you're watching this, you're probably familiar with pro football's regular overtime. You know, it's just a regular football game, basically. You score a touchdown on the first drive, you win, you kick a field goal, other team gets a chance, right? This one, so let's say Fort Osage gets the ball first. They go down the field, they score a touchdown. Kearney, give them the ball right there, right? They get to score a touchdown. So basically, the first team to not score. So yeah, I mean, if Fort Osage goes out there, they score a touchdown. Kearney doesn't score, Fort Osage wins, right? If Kearney scores, Fort Osage gets. If Fort Osage doesn't score, Kearney gets a chance to score. They score. Game over.
Game over. So we are getting ready here for overtime. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the ball first, because that can often determine who wins in these overtimes.
It's going to be a really, really close battle here, Hayden, and that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a battle. Both of these teams have played fantastic so far. I look forward to more of that, obviously. It's going to come down to whose defense can get that last stop.
And both defenses have to be pretty confident right now, both having some really big stops.
It's you wonder how much you're impacted by what's gone on so far in the game, or you kind of get like a fresh slate.
Yeah, fresh slate indeed. 20 seconds and we get this thing rolling. It's been a crazy one in K-Mo. Can Dawson Minor, a.k.a. Superman, you see him right there, can he get Kearney its first win of the season?
So we're back to the coin toss now. Both number 9s, Dawson Minor and Will Snodgrass, the coin toss captains.
Minard out there with, I can't tell who that is for Fort Osage, but it's going to be interesting to see. Will Snodgrass, who's had himself a very good night.
Yeah, both players out there really, really done a great job for their respective teams.
You think it's the number 9?
I think so. Probably lucky number 9, right?
Yeah, 9 a lucky number apparently here.
Maybe we'll go to like 9 overtimes.
I would be down for that.
It'd be fun, right?
It would be extremely fun.
Let's do 9 overtimes.
9 overtimes it is.
That might be a little bit past my bedtime, but be a fun one, right?
It is going to be a fun one. It's been a fun one. Just a crazy game. I know I keep saying that, but it's truly been an amazing first game for both teams. No matter who wins this, both teams have to be proud.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Fort Osage, even though they're playing down a class, they're playing a really good Kearney defense. Both teams have put up a really good fight. Kearney, though, oh my God, playing a class up, Hayden. They've done awesome so far.
Coach Gray has to be extremely proud of his team's performance tonight. They have been phenomenal, not just on the offensive side, but on the defensive side and on special teams. A great job tonight for Kearney. The question is, Nick, can these Bulldogs close it out?
That'll be an interesting one to see, won't it?
And every second we are nearing closer to the start of overtime. And Kearney is going to be kicking the ball off to Fort Osage. Here we go, overtime. A huge game for both teams. We'll see who comes out on top in this one.
So quick correction. There will be no kickoff. I'm still thinking pro sports, Hayden. No kickoff in high school football. They're going to start from the 25.
In shotgun, he is brought down by number 77. That is Keenan McNally. What a sack. That brings it to 2nd down and 18. A huge play for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, obviously able to get pressure, really fast after that snap. Probably what you're looking for if you're the Kearney defense. And
rolling
again,
out to his right, he's brought down again. 2 sacks in a row for the Kearney Bulldogs.
Yeah, that one's going to be number 31, Trenton Vaughn, who was actually the one that caught that 2-point conversion as well.
Yeah, that sliding catch.
So a couple of really nice plays from him.
Vaughn having himself a night. We've talked a lot about Minor, but there's a lot of other guys who have been a huge part of this game. Guys like Vaughn. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a monstrous 23.
Yeah, 3rd and 23 is probably not what you're looking for.
K-Peck in shotgun, rolls to his left, looking downfield. It's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, no flags there on that play. Nice coverage. That's going to be
Good
number
clean
3.
Defense.
Yeah, John Timchek there. A couple of really nice plays by him.
Yeah, and good clean defense. You can't take a passing interference there. That'd get them in field goal range. They aren't even in field goal range right now.
No, so at this point, you're kind of just launching up a prayer on 4th and 23.
And this is just absolutely huge for Kearney because if I'm not mistaken, right, Kearney stops them here. They score a field goal. It's over.
I believe so, Hayden, yeah. So this is really where you're going to play some deep man zone.
4th down and 23. In shotgun is K-Peck. Looks downfield, launches one, and intercepted. No, it's going to be incomplete. And you don't want to intercept that one there.
Hey, do you know who that was, Hayden?
Dawson Minor.
There you go.
Dawson Minor.
Yeah, he's played an okay ball game, hasn't he?
MVP for the Kearney Bulldogs right there. Dawson Minor having himself a night offensively and defensively.
Yeah, we talked about we talked about Lorenzo Finner being pretty good at football. I think Dawson Minor might be pretty decent too, Hayden.
Minor's a little more than decent at football.
Okay.
Seems like.
All right, that's fine.
So Kearney will now get a chance. Ball at the 25. They only need a field goal to win. I think you just run the ball here 3 times in a row with Borchert.
Really just... This is Braxton's right. Braxton can hit a field goal from here, Hayden. I don't, obviously try and move the ball, but, a little bit of movement there on the Fort Osage line. Almost got him again. I think really you can just kind of be a little bit conservative here.
Minor the handoff to Borchert.
Yeah,
going to get 3 or 4.
Right, carve away a couple yards each play. If you can get the first down, that's fantastic. But if you get a 4th and short, kick that field goal. It's be 35 yards. Once you get those few yards, you're looking at a pretty decent field goal. Braxton Breedlove can hit that.
Oh yeah, he can hit one from the K.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that, but
I'd like to see him try, that's for sure.
I would like to see him try, but I think this one is a little bit more in his, wheelhouse.
2nd down and 8. Ball on the Fort Osage 23 here in overtime. Fakes the handoff to Borchert, gives it to Acosta, and he's going to get a couple yards there. He's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brought down by number 27, Ryan Thorpe.
Yeah, not like I said, not a big gain there. But I don't think you're super worried about that. I think right now you're, like I said, just kind of trying to be a little conservative. A field goal should win it here. That's really, if you can get out of here with a 3-point win, I think that's fine.
Oh, that's a massive W for Kearney. Getting out of here with a win, just insane confidence booster for the rest of this year for this team.
But right now, I'm pretty sure they're a little bit more focused on 3rd and 8 than getting that win, right?
Oh, yeah. Right here, right now. Here we go. 3rd down and 8. Minor in. Borchert in the backfield.
A quick timeout called here.
It's by the Bulldogs.
Timeout, Kearney.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good call, I think. You get a couple of them. So, I mean, you're left with, well, maybe, is it just one? I think you just get one on this
Yep.
overtime. I think you get another timeout each overtime. You know, I think that's a fine call, Hayden. I think right now this is where you need to use it. You know, I'm fine with that. You know, take some time. If you can drop something that gets you a first down here, keep moving the chains. You know, I think that's fine.
Yeah, and I'm guessing it's probably going to be another run, right?
I don't know. I think you could do a short pass would be fine here, Hayden.
Yeah, maybe a quick screen or something like that. Main thing, and I'm going to knock on wood, don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, let's give it a couple knocks there. You know, I think right now maybe you're looking for Ian Acosta.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
He caught like a 40-yard bomb. I think he kind of
And dove.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, Minor and Acosta have saved you this game. I think you stick with them.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Ian Acosta is in the game, so maybe looks like he's in there at running back along with Borchert.
Yeah, this is something we haven't seen a lot of. 3-back set. Well, we've seen a lot of it tonight, not so much last year.
3rd down and 8. He fakes it. Rolls out to his right. Minor looking downfield. Has a man sliding. Did he get the first down?
He did.
He got the first down. Wow, they threw it.
I think he got it.
Yep, he did.
So, yeah, it sounds like
First down, Kearney.
Listen,
A
that's
huge
fantastic. That might be obvious. That's fantastic, Hayden.
Fantastic indeed. An amazing play from Dawson Minor.
15-yard line.
You know, you're at the 15-yard line, Hayden. I think you just run the football. Now, don't try and pass it.
No. I think that last play was about the only time you could pass it, or should. Minor, the handoff to Borchert. Gets a couple of yards.
Yeah, he'll take 5 yards there.
Yeah,
Just do it 2 more times, then you're in the end zone.
David Hawkes.
exactly, Nick. Brings up 2nd down and 5. We'll see if they run it again. I'm sure they will.
You want to bet? No, I'm just
$5 right here.
I don't think I'd bet against that, actually. I think they probably will run.
Here we go. 2nd down and 5. Remember, Kearney, any score wins them this game. The handoff to Borchert. As he keeps pushing through. He's close to a first.
Hayden, he just needs to run it for 5 yards one more time.
Will he be able to do it? I think he got the first down there.
I think he did, yeah. Well, maybe not. It looks like they were about to move the chains. Oh, it's a goal to go situation. So yeah. Oh, he got the first down.
So it's going to be 1st down and goal for the Bulldogs. And you just run it here with Borchert. You run it 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't get it, you kick it.
No, I mean, listen. Yeah, just run the football. You got 4. I guess 3 chances because on 4th down you kick the field goal, please.
And I'd almost debate bringing in Breedlove right now.
I mean, you could certainly. 3rd down is when I would.
The handoff. Nothing.
You know, I think 3rd down, you probably bring them out there just in case for some reason. Knock on wood, Hayden. The snap goes awry. Whatever. I think you bring them out 3rd down.
Yeah.
You got 2 more yards there. You're at 2nd and 3. I mean, bring them out 3rd down.
Gain of 1.
So it's 2nd down and goal at the Fort Osage 3.
Two-back set, 3 receivers.
Did they draw them offside again?
That might be a false start, Hayden.
We'll see.
It was some movement on both sides. Offsides.
Offside. They're going to have it at the 1.
Well,
And a first down, correct?
I think you get a goal to go here. I think it's just 2nd down and 1.
Okay.
Oh, half the distance, so you're probably 2nd and 2.
2nd and 1.5.
Right. So I think they just put it on the 2. So yeah, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Here we go again.
I mean, same thing. You just keep running the football.
And it's Meinert. Did he get in? They're going to say touchdown! Wins! Wow, Dawson Meinert with his 3rd touchdown of the evening wins Kearney this football game. 27-21. What a game. What a victory for the Bulldogs.
Here's what I'm going to do, Hayden. I'm going to take this metaphorical W, and I'm going to put it in the metaphorical W column because the Bulldogs are 1-0.
Bulldogs 1-0, Fort Osage 0-1. What a game. I can't stop saying that. What a game from this Kearney team. They played absolutely perfect tonight, Nick.
Well, you know, Hayden, I didn't pull up in my 2009 Ford Fusion to be disappointed, and I think the Bulldogs really helped me out with that.
And the Bulldogs were, of course, led by Superman. That's his new nickname.
Are we calling him Superman now?
Dawson Meinert
All
put
right.
the S on his chest. Dawson Meinert scores the winning touchdown.
All right. I'm fine with that. We call him Superman. All right, cool. Yeah, no, really good game by the Bulldogs here, obviously. Anytime you can get a W, that's fantastic. You know, it's a really cool display right here if you look out on the field. You know, both teams raising their helmets and, you know, GG's. You know, 27-21, I think that's, like really, if you could have gone away with a 24-21 lead, or, you know, win. I mean, fantastic, right?
It was.
No, I mean, they just wanted to score the touchdown instead because Dawson Meinert is selfish and wanted more points. You know, which I guess that's fine to be selfish about that, right? Yeah, no, really good game, and you know, the Bulldogs did you know, they get an A from me.
They get an A+ from me as Kearney stopped Fort Osage in overtime and went down and scored a touchdown to win it. Kearney wins 27-21. Thank you so much for watching. I am Hayden Walter, joined alongside by Nick Westerfield. Good night.